Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you. They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the boat, and no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Why am I look like a spot on?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you look good.
I can't. Maybe it's me.
What's wrong? Did your screen minimize or something like that?
No, I'm talking about just the lighting.
Oh, I don't know.
I think because the window behind you
want me to close the window?
It's
Yeah,
providing a
I would
backlight.
rather not look like a spot. You know, I'm beautiful.
All right. We already got an end of show montage drop there, Brittany. There you look. You happy now? Better?
It's a little better.
You want another one? I got that one over there.
Yeah, I'll get it.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
Well, welcome on in, everybody. It is good to be with you here on a Tuesday. As yesterday, oof. I mean, that was not a basketball game. That was playing with their food. The San Antonio Spurs against the Miami Heat.
Here's the deal.
Not competitive at all.
That team is really good.
Oh, they are awesome.
And they're one of the best in the West, which is a stronger conference than the East, I believe. Deeper. Let me say a deeper conference.
It depends. I think that I think when you say better, I think the top two teams are probably the favorites to win.
Right, but
I think if
they're
you go,
one of those teams.
I think if you go 1 through 10, like the most after that are pretty samesies.
Okay.
Pretty samesies, but they are awesome. I mean, they are awesome. Wembanyama's awesome. Stephon Castle's awesome. Harper, really good. It didn't really look like anybody belonged on that court with them last night.
Right.
And it's
and
five.
it almost it looked that way, not as much with Houston, but with the Lakers, there were times where it just
I didn't think the Lakers looked like they outclassed the Heat. Like I thought that was just a great Luka performance. I mean, it wasn't like an embarrassment. That was a humbler. That was really, really bad. And the Miami Heat are giving up so many points. First time in franchise history they've given up 125 straight games.
Yeah.
So their defense is completely eroded.
And well, here's the problem. And you tell me if you agree or disagree with this.
Okay.
They get into the paint so quick that it puts young Kalel in a bad spot. It puts Bam in a bad spot. Because especially you can see it was even a lot noticeable with Wemby. They go to stop the driver, and he just tosses it up in the air, and now you got your bigs 5 feet away from the basket.
Mm-hmm.
And that happened a lot. If you can't stop the dribble, if you can't stop penetration up top, any team that has any type of size draws your bigs to the driver, and then it's an easy layup. And I've seen this for the last month.
Yeah. No,
it's up top.
I don't think you're wrong. I think it's been rough. It's been a rough watch. And then on top of it, Spurs just and I don't even know like who wants blame on this because Kalel didn't play well, but he's completely lost trust in playing Kalel. And so yesterday it was trying to mirror Bam minutes with Ware minutes. And so anytime the unhorny Luke Cornett was out there, Kalel was out there, but he's getting outworked by Luke Cornett too.
Right.
So it's really disappointing because for a team that felt like, oh, they were winning and they were winning with injuries, they were winning with guys out, everybody comes back and they're a worse team. And I think that's the thing that's most confusing. Not that they should even be in maybe the class of the Spurs, but they didn't look like they belonged in the same league as the Spurs last night with more of their quote unquote better players returning.
One of the crazy
that's been a mystery. It's 6 straight losses now with games that that Powell and Herro play together, which is they're 5-11 this season when that happens. I just it's very, very frustrating. It's very frustrating. Not surprising. I mean, like, this is what they are. You know, that they are what they are, but it's the way that they go about being the way that they are. Like, to go, it's actually funny. The same thing is happening to the Magic. It's just that the Magic own the Heat. They have done the same thing where they've won 7 in a row and now have lost 5 straight. But I guess that's why they're playing teams.
Right.
I guess that's why they're playing teams.
Like we see this 7-game win streak and you think, okay, maybe they're on to something. And then whenever they get that test, they not only lose, but then it almost like it beats the life out of them.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what the fix is. I think part of the problem is if you're in almost April and you're still trying to figure out your rotation, that's a problem.
10 games left. Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
That's a problem.
10 games left.
That's a problem, though. And it's always been. And we had this conversation beforehand, and I 100% agree with you. Spo does a better coaching job when he only has 8.
Oh, 100%. This is not.
And it doesn't matter which 8.
I don't understand a guy who has the credentials of him. He's a great coach. Okay. I don't want to mince words. Okay. I none of us will know half the basketball Eric Spoelstra is, but I don't understand why a guy with his credentials has to placate to everybody, because it feels infuriating that guys find comfort in a role. It's very clearly working. And then other guys come back and we have to make them comfortable. No, kiss my ass. Sit people.
Well, you wanted to start Tyler when he came back.
Yeah, but Tyler, they were playing good when Tyler was starting. Like, Tyler in that stretch was playing really good basketball. Unfortunately, surprising, he got another calf injury or quad injury.
Right.
But I'm talking like the idea of just like, Simone Fontecchio's played really good basketball lately. No minutes last night until garbage time.
You need to hear. And here's one of the things I loved about Bill Belichick, right? He's like, I'm trying to win the game. If a guy is hot and you're coming back from injury, I'm not risking it.
Yeah.
I'm not. He says, can you lose your job to injury? If the other guy's playing great, I'm not changing. That was his motto. So guess what? Ironically, guys never got hurt.
Yeah, like Jaime Jaquez Jr. should be starring in the 6-man role, and now it's Norman Powell has to get his shots up, which, you know, him yesterday, I got to be honest with you, kind of the first time I've really been turned off by him after a game, because, you know, now that he has to sacrifice something, now it's all of a sudden, oh, we fold, we this, we that. It's like, okay, dude, well, I haven't seen you guard a chair in about 3 months.
Right.
And now all of a sudden you see the big contract slipping away and it's a problem, when really that was Jaime Jaquez's unit. And you're sitting here, you know, throwing up bombs in the fourth quarter to make your scoring look better. Like, I
got to tell you, I've never seen more poorly missed threes in a game.
Oh, my God.
I mean, they were hitting everything but the net.
Yeah.
Clank, clank,
Oof.
clank.
It was terrible. Terrible. And yeah, I don't know. Like, Eric Spoelstra, you give him more allotment of people. It's like he's trying to make everybody happy, but also kind of trying to win.
You either trying to win or not. Like, you
either make people fully happy, I guess, in the roles, or you got to hurt feelings. And this team, the only person whose feelings he wants to hurt is the 7-footers. That's it.
Right.
Which, look, he played terribly yesterday. I don't want to excuse how Kalel was. I do have a bit of an excuse machine for him, because I don't think that he's looked the same since the shoulder injury. Right. But, you know, that's just, you know, that'll be my little secret.
Here's the problem.
That's fine. Don't look at me like that, Brittany.
There's a rule.
Don't mock me. Why are you mocking me?
I'm not. I'm just saying it's not a secret.
I just don't think he's been good since the shoulder injury. I think it's been a problem. I think he's hurt.
I think he's hurt.
Here's the other thing, and I would say this. one of the first things they tell you in sports, and I've said this to you over and over again, leave your ego at the door.
Mm-hmm.
If Spo is worried about hurt feelings, then there's too many egos in the room.
Right.
Because the only thing Spo as a coach should be trying to do is win basketball games. That's it. That's it. Nobody cares how. Nobody cares who. Does it have to be a certain? No.
Well, even yesterday, like he knows that he probably bleeped up the last game because he played Bam 45 minutes, which is not okay. You can't play Bam that much.
He knows that.
But then this game, it's like the game's slipping away, and Bam's like, "Don't take me out right now." And he goes, "But I have to." Right. And it's like, well, you either trust the guy or you don't. Like, let the guy go how it is, because the game's going to slip away. You're probably going to have to make good on that rest in the second half, or just sit him in the fourth quarter. But the game was like so slip away they couldn't function without Adebayo, who wasn't awesome yesterday. I mean, Wembanyama kicked his ass. I mean, the guy's a freak.
I tell you,
he's a freak. He's too big. And he's going to take over this league. We're all screwed anyway.
I never saw a more aggressive team. And I'm talking about the Heat have always been very aggressive in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Break their guy off, get into the paint, and stop and throw it away.
Yeah, like when he
right.
had the shot that Spo was freaking out about because of the goaltend, and then like 2 plays later, Norman Powell tries to do the reverse layup, and he just like a condor is just behind him, like, block. This what? That's not fair. What do you mean he's allowed to do that? They may need to do they may need to change the rules for him.
What do you mean?
It's too hard. It's too hard. He's too good.
Hey, they said that about Shaq.
It's too hard. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. We're going to talk to an old friend coming up in about 20 minutes. Our guy, Craig Mish, who is going to be he's going to be on the Marlins TV broadcast. He was last year, but he's going to be doing a lot more with them this year, which he should, because he's
been in it forever.
He is the best covering the Marlins in the business. It's opening week, so he's going to be their TV host and reporter this season. So we look forward to talking to Mish and getting ready for this fish season. But the Heat, they lose 136-111. Wembanyama, 26 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 blocks. The Heat will practice today.
On what?
I don't know.
Sake.
I don't know.
What we need to work on? Playing against extraterrestrials?
Yeah, I don't know. They got Cleveland coming up on Wednesday. The Panthers, they take on the Kraken, whoever's left of them.
Oh, my goodness.
Poor Panthers. They're hurt.
Can you skate?
Nope. But not hockey good. I can skate around like a rink, like to some 80s music. And we'll get into the Dolphins. A lot of cool stuff happening at Canes Pro Day yesterday, including some stuff with Rueben Bain, who's apparently meeting with the Dolphins today. That's exciting.
No way he lasts the Dolphins.
I got an idea.
Don't do the tonsil thing.
I got an idea, but we got to take a break.
Nobody's going to believe it.
We got to take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Baseball is back, opening night, live on Netflix this Wednesday, March 25th. Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees clash with Rafael Devers and the San Francisco Giants. Opening night, Yankees, Giants, live on Netflix, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. The Miami Heat, they got smoked last night by the San Antonio Spurs, 136-111. Victor Wembanyama after the game, making his MVP case. This is what Wemby had to say.
My first one would be that defense is 50% of the game and that it is undervalued so far in the MVP race because I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league. Second argument would be that we almost swept OKC in the season and we dominated them 3 times with their real team and 4 times with more rotation players. And my third argument would be that offense impact is not just points.
Man, well, listen, hard to argue with him. He's been playing. He doesn't really have not a lot of counterpoints to that, especially if you have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander as the front runner right now. But Wemby's awesome. I mean, I think the only thing that he really has going against him is people like to do these things in turns, and like they'd be like, oh, you know what? Look, he's very clearly, if he's not the MVP, he's top
the
3.
most dominant player in the game.
He's ridiculous. I don't know how the Spurs can look at themselves in the mirror because they tanked for him. How could they do that? Because we sit here and we bang our heads, and you're supposed to do this. How can the Spurs do that? You guys told me that you're supposed to be above that, even though they have 2 more championships than you in their history. So how come they tanked for 3 awesome players and traded for Bam's best friend? Okay, you let me know on this. You sit on that over there, and you let me know. I'll be waiting because you told me tanking is not the plan, which, okay, I'll hear out, but neither is this. You would have to agree neither is this, unless your plan is to always play 2 extra games at the end of the season. Because you love competition so much, you would think, here's extra competition. But hear me out. What if you had more competition that went way further into the summer? Okay, just sit on that. Maybe instead of having Adam Simon have to look at talent in countries we've never heard of, he can actually, I don't know, go after somebody in the top 10. How could the Spurs do this? I thought great organizations don't do this.
They did it twice. Remember,
they did it twice.
They
3
tanked.
times.
They tanked and got.
Oh yeah, they did it for Tim Duncan. How could they do that?
And they ended up with Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
How could they do that? Because I heard classy organizations don't do that.
No, classy organizations do it good.
Frustrating, man.
It really is.
It's very frustrating. This is incredible. The damage is done this season, and don't do it now. Now you want to tank? You could have been 4th. And Powell had to come back, and Tyler had to come back. The Valet Twins. Here you go, Orlando Magic. Here you go, Hawks. Right this way. Crazy, dude. How could you? Why do it like this?
You know what sucks about this?
You remember they did the same thing last year in reverse? Remember when they lost 10 straight and then like won 6 straight? What's the deal with that? Just do 3, 4, 2, 3. Why you take me for? Why string me along?
Is that the definition of an average team?
Yeah, but can they be average? Like do this. Do like win 2, lose 3. Win 3, lose 2. Why did they
did
take
that earlier in the year?
Yeah, why take me on this journey of, hey, big win streak. All of a sudden, knock, knock, who's there? Not us in the play-in, and then just kidding, we lost 5 straight. With no end in sight, because they got Cleveland coming up.
Yeah, oof.
Jeez, on the road.
And you know they are Giants.
Yeah. Here was Bam Adebayo yesterday. He got into it a little bit with Spo. That's what he had to say.
He's seen what I've been doing the last whatever amount of games, and I don't want to be in a play-in. So some of that is, he's got to protect me from myself, but also like I don't want to be in the play-in. So every game I'm gonna try to go out there and do the best I can to, carry this team and force our way out of that.
All right. Sorry. I'm sorry that they're doing this to you.
I literally appreciate the fact that in years past we were hoping somebody would do this, right? But you thought Jimmy would do it, but you weren't quite sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of did after the fact. Oh, Jimmy's going to do it in these moments. Bam is making a conscious effort to put the team on his back and do what he has to do to avoid the play-in.
Right.
And supposed stopping him.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh yeah, but these guys are back. Great.
So like,
just,
you know what? I get what Spo's trying to do, but I think from the team perspective, the team needs to see their guy putting forth that effort. That's going to get them to put forth the same effort more than Spo telling them. When you see your leader giving everything, you feel like, okay, I got to.
When did the Valet twins get that message?
Or you can call them Ole Twins if it's Taco Tuesday.
Dude, seriously.
Wait, by the way,
I like the Ole
Tuesday.
Twins too.
They're Ole Twins.
Dade South, can we put them in Matador outfits? Ole. The two of them. Oh, we fold at the sign of adversity. What? We? You got a mouse in your pocket, or is that Tyler Hero? Dude, what are you talking about? Your children yesterday bullying you down in the paint. We fold. Get out of here, dude. Ole.
It is. It is, right?
Unbelievable, dude. Crazy. All right, we'll take a break. I need to reset on all this.
Reset.
Yeah,
you listen. All you gonna do is reset and get right back to the same place.
You might be right
because
I can't deny
it's
it.
unfortunate.
I'm not mature.
It's unfortunate that I have to be the voice of reason when you go all loose cannon. And you get mad at me. You get mad at me.
Yeah.
And I stay true.
Right.
To who I am, and I get called a hater for it.
Sure.
And then we end up here.
One day I'll mature.
No, you won't. You can't.
I will. I promise I will. I won't.
If Tyler makes 3 threes in the first quarter, we're back.
Why talk about fantasy right now? Ridiculous. Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM as we take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Leroy, can we get a weather update real quick? Brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Let's get out to the window flex. Always available.
How's that weather looking?
Beautiful weather. Planes are taking off from right to left, which means the wind's coming out of the east, maybe 5 to 10 miles an hour. And I'd say right about now it's about 80 degrees.
He's a golfer, ladies and gentlemen. Trust that weather. Let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. A man we've known for a long time, Leroy, man we're very proud of. Right? Don't embarrass us.
I'm sorry. You had me over at the damn window.
Well, we're trying to get the weather. We're very proud of you. You're going to be able to see him this year on the Marlins broadcast once again. As the Marlins are doing their own broadcast here, Marlins.tv is where you guys can go subscribe to watch. It's $19.99 a month. They're running a deal right now for an annual pass, too. You guys can go check that out. But you'll be able to see Craig Mish as one of their hosts and reporters this season, all season, during this Marlins year, which gets going underway on Friday. Craig, thanks for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it. Good to catch up with you guys.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while.
It has.
Where was that hotel we used to go to and do post game?
The Newport. The Newport.
The Newport, man.
Yep.
Craig, are you excited about this new in-house operation with the Marlins and what you guys are going to be bringing to coverage this year?
Yeah, I really am, Brendan. I think it's going to be great for everybody. I've been in a lot of the conversations, obviously, with all the different broadcast little tricks that we have up our sleeve here for the season, the graphics, and just the way that we're going to be broadcasting. I think that people are really going to enjoy this season more than they have ever before, because I think that we're going to be adding so much more to the table on Marlins TV. You know, I've met several times with Major League Baseball and everybody involved with the production team. And I know that there are a lot of folks out there that don't really know, like, hey, how am I going to watch the games? Where am I going to watch the games? All that announcement is going to be coming on Thursday. But I assure everyone out there, a couple of things. The first thing is that if you watched it previously on Comcast, DirecTV, or anywhere else, you're going to be able to watch it exactly the same way. Excuse me. But if you have YouTube TV and you need to purchase the package, just like you did with Bally's, Brendan, you got to do the same thing. You just buy it for $99. Or you can buy it for $20 a month. And if you buy the entire package for $99, you also get 2 free tickets to any game in April. So it's basically like you're getting it almost free anyway. So I hope to see everybody, of course, out to the park opening day. But yes, I'm very excited to be on almost all of the home broadcasts this season for the Marlins this year. Should be fun. Well,
listen, man, nobody boots on the ground covers this team better than you have. That's for damn sure. How much of a blow, though, is it losing Kyle Stowers? That is a bummer. He was awesome last year. A lot of talent in that outfield, but not having Stowers for at least it seems like maybe a month. Can they handle that out of the gate?
Well, look, I mean, they're going to have to do it by committee, which is what they did last September when he missed September, and they did very well without him there. But look, I think it's obvious that that's a major blow to the start of the season. The good news is, at least for the first several games, if the Marlins do what they're supposed to do, they're supposed to beat up on Colorado and they're supposed to beat up on the White Sox. And so provided that happens, regardless of what happens, I think the rest of the month, the goal always is to make the postseason. But as long as you're treading water, I mean, they got right down to the end last season within a game or two of maybe even making the playoffs. So, Brendan, it's going to be tough. There's no question, but they're going to have to get better performances this season from some of their players. They'll look toward a healthy Griffin Conine. They'll look toward Connor Norby, who I think is going to play a lot of different positions this season. And hopefully those guys can pick up the slack while he is out. But from what I understand, this is not like a 3-month thing or anything like that. But I think the reason why they gave this timeline, guys, is because the first time they gave the timeline, he missed a couple of weeks. It seems like it reoccurred. I think they have to make sure they get it right this time.
Craig, is this like the perfect time for all of like what you're doing and the Marlins, how they're promoting this team? Is this the perfect time to do it with a lot of young players, guys that, fans will be able to see and think will be around for a while? Because they're a really young team. And a lot of times in years past, you fall in love with somebody and he's gone. Is this kind of a team that you're going to be able to follow because they're so young and they may be around longer than they have been in years past?
Well, Leroy, the thing is following the Marlins as long as I have, and I've been to every opening day but one, and I've been to games every single season since 1993. I think this is the first time since those days that Brendan will remember in the past where Dan Ugla and Hanley Ramirez and Miguel Cabrera, like they brought up all those kids, they were more or less either traded for or homegrown. But Leroy, they developed offensive players back then. And then they developed Christian Yelich and they developed Marcelo Zuna and Giancarlo Stanton. So those were the two waves of offensive players, Leroy. But think about it since then. There hasn't been anyone, Like they've made a lot of trades and they've made a lot of effort and they've tried, but they just did not succeed. Now all of a sudden, to your point, Leroy, here's why. They have Jakob Marsee, who came on bananas last year.
Right.
Augustin Ramirez, offensively, looks like he could be a player. You mentioned Stowers, who of course came over in the trade. Nobody expected him to be developed offensively, and then they found this kid Roberto Hernandez, who I think is going to be very good for them this season and play a lot more. So if you're asking me, Leroy, on the buy-in on that from that perspective, it's because I think we finally see the organization developing players with the bats, and we know as good as pitching is, what is going to make people want to come see games?
Home
runs, right?
Yeah.
Gotta have some runs. It's great that Sandy and Yuri and Max Meyer, all these guys are giving up one run a game. That'll get you home early, but you got to score some runs in order to get people there. So that would be the reason why I think so.
Craig, what's been the buzz on Owen Casey? Like they make the Cabrera trade, which I was fine with because look, he's a very talented guy. I don't know if I trust that he's going to keep that up because of injuries and consistency. Right. So what's the hope on Owen Casey? Do they think he's going to start this year? Platoon? Has he looked good in the spring? He spent a little time with Canada as well. So what's the buzz on him?
Still very much to be determined. I think we saw in the World Baseball Classic the kind of power that this kid has. I would guess that this season you're going to see some of the longest home runs ever hit by a left-handed hitter with him because he's got that kind of power. But it would be foolish for me to just go ahead and say that a young player, a player in his first full-time playing time, is going to have a fantastic season. I don't know the answer to that, but I definitely think it's a good question, Brendan, because he's a more critical piece to what they're trying to do offensively. I like what I saw. I was out there Saturday watching him take some live at-bats against some of the pitching, and this dude was just crushing it off the wall and out of Jupiter. So I'm not going to get too high or too low on a player like this because I've seen rookies come and go before, but they obviously are optimistic that he can be a player or else they wouldn't have made that trade.
Craig, give us a guy who may just come on from nowhere. Like that guy who, he's working his way through the system or they have high praise for him, but he's not quite there yet. Somebody who could show up during the course of a season and they go, wow, we got another young player.
Yeah, I'm going to give you somebody that's going to play on the team right now. I'm going to do that because while the system is very good, you just never know what can happen over the course of the summer. So it's hard for me to predict when they're going to call up Joe Mack or, some of these young catchers. They have a couple of pitchers on the way too. Robbie Snelling is another name. But I'm not going to do that because they're not going to start the season with the big league team. I'm going to give you somebody opening day that is probably in their lineup, the seventh or eighth guy that would get mentioned, but I think has a chance to really be special. He's their third baseman. His name is Graham Pauley. He is known as a glove-first player. He's probably one of the best defensive third basemen in the National League, which is why he earned a lot of playing time last year, even in some spots over Connor Norby. But I really think that the bat is going to come around this season. And, I'm not going to call him Manny Machado, but this is the guy that he learned from and trained with in San Diego before he came to the Marlins. And he said in talking to Machado, he was always just worried about hitting the ball. Machado was like, listen, if you're going to stay, you can make it to the big leagues with your bat, but you're not going to stay there unless you play Gold Glove defense. This is a guy that, against especially right-handed pitchers, Leroy, I think that we'll be talking about him this season as somebody that you can say, hey, this is the third baseman of the Marlins moving forward.
So it'll be key. I mean, and you'll probably talk about this too, is if he does actually hit the ball. Yeah, and we're going to talk about his defense. You're going to say the development of how they develop hitters in this program or in this organization as of now. And he's going to be like the true test of, hey, these guys are developing hitters.
Yeah, I mean, yes, he's just another one of those guys that it was the last 6 or 7 years we saw so many players, Leroy, come through the system via trade or even via draft that just didn't work out. We just got to call it what it is. And now we're starting to see that. So I can be optimistic in that sense. In the past, I could hope for all those guys they got in the Yelich deal or some of the other deals would have worked out. I can hope for that. And we can sit here and once they get a hit, we could say they're going to be amazing, but that's just not the case.
Right.
I mean, because that's what we did when that was going on and it was nonsense. But
Really hope
now,
for some ideas.
but yeah, I mean, no disrespect to any of them. It just none of them worked out. But you saw good full season offensive numbers or half season offensive numbers from a lot of those players for the first time since those days. So Paulie, yes, Leroy, to answer your question, he falls in line with those.
Do you feel like if we were to pump somebody's tires the most, though, does Marsee feel like the guy who could be the most special? Because he did really he was really impressive last year, Craig. And
yeah.
I think like that I'm not used to that. Like they make a trade for an offensive guy and it's like boom, it clicks right away. And it's been a while. So do you feel like there's the potential's there for him maybe more than anybody else?
I think because he's probably the most exciting player. I think that if he just did it with his bat or with his glove, then we would say he's a good player. But the fact that I think that they have very high expectations on him stealing, Brendan, I'm not talking about 10, 20 bases, like 30, 40, 50 bases this season. That's the kind of guy that they think that he could be. So, I'm not going to put any comps on a player like that because we haven't seen it. But look, he came up, he was fantastic. Augustin Ramirez came up, he was fantastic offensively too. Then naturally the pitchers start to figure you out a little bit. You got to make the adjustments. But he's one of those players, and Francisco Cervelli said it with Team Italy, that he thinks that the Marlins have an all-star there. And Cervelli played with the Marlins a few years ago too. So I'll take his word.
Is that the biggest kind of transition? You get off to a good start and then they start game planning and the pitchers start studying, film on you, and then you get pitched to instead of just pitches thrown at you. Is that the biggest thing to kind of transition from when you have early success?
Yeah, I mean, Leroy, you know this, from the NFL. I mean, the advanced scouting in all sports there right now, baseball, football, basketball, hockey, is out of this world. I mean, halfway through the NFL season, after a couple of weeks, we thought Rico Dowdle was going to lead the league in rushing until they thought, oh, wait a second, Rico Dowdle's getting the ball 25 times, rushing for 100 yards a game. Maybe we ought to stop this guy. The same thing goes on in baseball. They have these meetings before the games. The catchers sit in the meetings with the pitchers and the coaches, and they say, okay, this is what they like to do. This is where he succeeded. You could do anything else you want. You can't do this. Take this away. And then all of a sudden the adjustments come in. So Leroy, it's not just baseball. It is all sports. The amount of money that goes into advanced scouting and technology from every club right now is off the charts. And it's why it's so hard to succeed consistently as a young player because it's full of adjustments.
How's been the mood of Sandy going into this year? This so much around him always. People think, oh, was this going to be the last start for him? But has he been more relaxed this year, less pressure? I know he got to be around the World Baseball Classic too a little bit, but what have you made of, I guess, his mindset going into this season?
Yeah, look, I've known him longer than probably any of the players in the organization, even going back to his days in St. Louis. And, he seems like he's in good headspace. I think going through what he went through last year with the struggles and then the trade talk, Brendan, I think at this point he is kind of like, I want to stay in Miami, but look, I'm good with everything. It's a business. I understand this is the nature of what it is. I don't think there's any doubt that he's going to have a better year than he had last year, especially the first 4 months of the season. He would tell you that he was nowhere close to where he was. But as you can see, coming back from Tommy John surgery is extremely difficult. You think about his Cy Young season, and you think about the other guy who was maybe the best pitcher in the National League at the time, Spencer Strider. I mean, Strider couldn't get right. Now he's back on the injured list again, probably overcompensating with an oblique injury. So it takes a second year, I think, to fully come back from it. And I do think that you're going to get the Sandy of old. And then, look, we'll just have to see how the Marlins season plays out, obviously. And that will be a big question. If they're in it, fully expect them to even push the foot down. Their ownership group has done that in the past. When they were in it in 2023, they went out, added money, made a bunch of trades. I think they would do it again if they're in that spot. If not, maybe it goes the other way. Remains to be seen.
Is there anything that intrigues you the most with this NL East? Like, is somebody who could be surprisingly down, or because that kind of happened a little bit last year? Do you feel like that's possible? I know there's a lot of talk in Philly that there's like a lot of pressure on the big names there. How do you feel like the division is shaping up for this year?
Yeah, well, going before all the injuries to the Braves, if you look at just strictly run differential and bad luck, it seems like the Braves were on the wrong end of so much bad luck last year. And then here they are again, missing two of their frontline starters, another player getting suspended for the season. So, it's hard to get like super bullish on the Braves again until I start to see some of their offensive players come back to the way they used to be and then get on the side of good luck. You're right about the Phillies. Wheeler is a big key to get him back. We saw Sanchez extended the other day. Nola looks good. Phillies, to me, probably, of course, along with the Mets, are going to be the favorites to win the division. But you can't. Washington, I think, is done. I mean, Washington seems like they're going through a rebuild again here. But I think any of those four teams, including the Marlins, are going to be playing all the way till the end. And I think that the folks who are really upset with the Mets and how they handled their offseason, I think they're going to be wrong. The guy who's running the Mets, David Stearns, he's so much track record in Milwaukee, Brendan, just does things differently. A lot of these GMs don't do it the same way as the others, and I think the Mets will be fine too. So Phillies, Mets, Braves, Marlins, I think all in it till the end.
Yeah. Do you feel like Peter Bendix? Do you feel like, having a couple of years? I remember it felt like that first year, the poor guy was doing, explaining, every 3 weeks of how rough it was. Do you feel like he's found, I guess, footing and identity of like what he now wants to do in the organization of just having just a handle on the job?
Yeah, and I think that this offseason, in addition to the young players that they had, let's also not forget it's been a while. Even though they didn't spend $100 million, it's been a while since they signed 4 major league free agents in one offseason. So they did add pieces to what they had for the first time in a while. In the back end of the bullpen, he's got a closer now that he can count on in Fairbanks. He added a left-handed pitcher late in the spring named John King. I think he's going to be fantastic for them out of the bullpen, 7th, 8th, 9th. You can count on him as well. Christopher Morel at first base, and Chris Paddock, who used to be here as well. And I think they think that they found some stuff, Brendan, with Paddock that nobody knows. They think that they figured out some stuff. They really wanted to sign him in the offseason, and we'll see if that's the case when he starts for them. So, long-winded answer. Yes, I do think that he's found his footing. What Peter has been really, really good at is grinding this roster, this 40-man roster, and just constantly tweaking and finding these young guys out of nowhere, like Tampa Bay, honestly, in a way that can contribute to the big league team, raising the floor, so to speak. The worst players on your 40-man roster, goodbye, we'll find somebody better. Good, and they're going to do it again this week. I think they're going to do it again this week. I think they're going to add some more stuff before opening day. So, yeah, he definitely seems more comfortable and within every facet, I think, of him operating with his team in the organization.
You guys can catch Craig Mish on the Miami Marlins television broadcast. Craig, what do you guys got coming up for opening day, coverage wise, when people can tune in and find you, and how much coverage they can get that day?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. We got a 1-hour full pregame show opening day. Craig Minervini hosting, and then Jeff Nelson and me doing the analysts before the game and after the game. And then naturally Kyle Seeloff, Tommy Hutton, and Kelly Sacco on the sideline. That's the big crew that we have. And we'll be previewing the season. My focus a lot will be on everything that happened in the offseason, all the players that they added, why they added them. I'll go into more depth on the TV side. And then here we go, guys. I know for football, Leroy, you say goodbye. For baseball, I say goodbye. It's like this is a tough time. I'm at my son's games. This is the first year I'm going to be missing some games. It's kind of tough, not being there. But baseball is it's a long grind. It's a lot of fun. But I would tell you that the excitement that I had watching the World Baseball Classic, I think that's going to carry over into the regular season. The Marlins, they got a really great opening homestand here. You want to see some wins. I think the Marlins should be getting some wins here early. I love how they open up against the Rockies and White Sox, and then on the road against the Yankees. It's going to be a great couple of weeks to start.
The playoffs were sick. The World Baseball Classic was sick. So I hope the momentum rides in there. Craig, it's great that you're going to be on the broadcast again this year. Nobody better to give you your Marlins information, man. So thank you for giving us some time this morning, and we look forward to Friday.
Thanks for having me, guys. We'll see you during the season.
Later, Mish.
All righty. Take care. That's Craig Mish. Again, go check him out. Marlins.tv if you're a streamer. As he said, if you guys watch it typically on Comcast and DirecTV, you guys don't have to change anything. But for the apps, $19.99 a month, or you get the annual package, and you get 2 tickets to a game in April. So check that on out. We'll take a break. Lots happening at Miami Hurricanes Pro Day, including Dolphins.
Are you
going to flirtation going on,
Hold
Leroy?
on.
I'm just saying, dude.
He just shifted. You just shifted. You shifted to football.
Wow!
You
Back
shifted
after
to
this.
football.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Thanks again to Craig Mish for stopping by. Good to reconnect with Craig Mish.
Yep.
And again, you guys can catch him on Friday, opening night, Fish, getting after it.
That was my start.
That was your start?
I started with Robert, and then I started doing post game with Craig Mish, and then I started doing there was a company that had a betting show, and then I would do that on Fridays, and then I did Jack's show on Fridays. And then I started doing like just
legitimately one of the good guys in the business.
Yes.
And also very helpful to a young Tobes and to many young broadcasters. So shout out to Craig Mish. Happy for him. And glad that he gets to get that opportunity again this year and
he
going forward.
He teed me up for a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now it's me.
No, you don't.
I tee you up. I tee you off.
No, I put the ball on the tee and you go knock it off. That's what you do.
Let's get to headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. So yesterday, spring practice started today for the Miami Hurricanes. What Joe Rose, Hollywood,
I hated
Jamie
spring
were at
ball.
spring ball. You hated it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Practice for nothing. Right? I
No
don't mind.
payoff?
I don't mind. We did the spring game.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say, it was the most fun I ever had in the spring game.
Oh?
Because there was a guy, I'm not going to mention his name. There was a guy who did some dirt before a game. There was a friend of mine was getting ready to get his first start in his like 5th year.
Mm-hmm.
And this other guy who thought he was God's gift to football in pregame, you know, when the scout team's running the little BS plays, threw a guy, slammed him into the guy's knee. He never got to start because he tore his ACL.
Oof.
So I've always had a little, bitterness and petty. So next year,
right,
in spring ball, Cam Cameron was our coach.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He was a yeller, yeah?
He was a yeller back then. I don't know. This Cam Cameron that showed up in Dolphins game, I didn't know who that was.
We need those thumbs to go this direction.
So I said,
you remember that, Brittany? Do you remember Cam Cameron with the thumbs? Were you too young to remember him getting booed because they didn't take Brady Quinn?
I was far too young.
I mean, they picked the right guy.
I mean, they picked a guy better than Brady Quinn.
Okay, yeah.
They picked a guy. I will give you that.
They were right.
We drafted the Ginn family. So we need that thumb to go there because they were,
right.
Brittany, everybody wanted the Dolphins to take Brady Quinn. He was boy wonder, Notre Dame quarterback. You know the Dolphins, starving for a quarterback. They take Ted Ginn from Ohio State, who had the big performance against the Gators. And, they're booing the hell out of this guy at their own draft party.
Right.
And they're like at the thumbs down. And he gets out there and he tells the fans, hey, we need those thumbs to go this direction.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
But this isn't, when he was my coach, he was a yeller. He coached wide receivers and then they split up the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was coaching our team. And I went to him and I said, we had this play where you double down, the tight end and the tackle, double down on the defensive tackle and pull the guard around. And I said, the guy that I was talking about played defensive tackle. I said, Cam, can we run that play over and over again? He says, if you carry the ball, I'll run it as many times as you want. We ran that play 12 times on the first drive, the same play.
Okay.
Right down the field. That's the only thing I remember about spring ball. Other than that, it sucked.
Well, they started spring ball. Everybody excited. Darian Mensah gets to. Are you excited for this, Brittany? The new era to get it. Are you ready? Are you already goosed up for a season now that the championship is behind us?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Does this quarterback?
A little nervous.
I'm sorry, Brittany. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm just a little nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
Too much talent lost?
It was, there's a lot of talent lost. And a new quarterback. I don't know. It's a little nerve-wracking.
Are you excited because the word is Mario Cristobal? This made me happy. He is apparently one of the coaches trying to recruit this 6'7", 300-pound Irish rugby player.
Dude,
What?
Well, it's
To do what?
It's like, can I just
To
say
punt?
this? It's like walking your dog, and then he sees a lizard in a tree.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you,
right?
this is
You were
exciting.
no, it's not.
This is exciting.
So here's, and I don't know this to be true, but this is what it feels like.
Mhm.
The quarterback that they got in is more highly acclaimed than when Cam Ward came in. Right?
Mhm.
I mean, he's had more success.
Terry Mensah?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, we're looking after the fact, after Cam won the Heisman. I'm talking about when he first came in, you didn't know he was going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate.
I think he was going to go to the draft initially. I mean, he was putting up monster numbers at Washington.
yeah, he was.
Okay.
Washington State.
He did it at Duke.
He did do it at Duke. He's a champion, an
Yeah, he
ACC
did.
champion.
ACC
He's an
champ.
ACC champion.
Wow.
He's got something the Canes don't. He does.
an ACC
He does.
championship.
Ooh.
Can't deny it.
And it took them a year and a half to lose as many games as he did last year.
Dade South says, I told you about the rugby guy last week when we were mentioning black Irish people.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's black?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not born there.
His parents, I believe, emigrated from Nigeria.
Okay.
We went over this.
There we go. There we go.
Neff Giwa.
Yeah, that sounds real Irish.
Oh, hey.
You know, wait. I bet you doesn't even have an Irish accent.
Whoa. We don't know
I
that.
mean, if he grew
Yes,
up in
we do.
Ireland,
If he grew up in
yes,
Ireland,
he
yeah.
does.
Why wouldn't he talk like that?
Yeah.
Because you're going to talk like your parents
No.
from Nigeria.
That's not true.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Well, you're going to talk like your parents, but maybe you want to talk
I
like your
think you have a
friends
lot
too.
of you have a lot more influence from think about how many hours you spent at school.
That's true.
Like if American people birth a child in England, that kid is gonna have a British accent.
We birthing now?
I'll tell you one thing. If I moved to England, I wouldn't let Tommy talk British. I'd be like, we don't talk like
Why?
that. It'd be ridiculous.
Because you'd be jealous.
Hello, Papa.
You'd be jealous that
Like-
you didn't have a British accent.
We don't talk like that.
No, you'd be jealous.
I mean, I kind of want an accent, but I wouldn't let him
Come
talk
back
like that.
with British slang. You'd be like, what is this?
Rugby, huh? Yeah. I like
Now,
that.
rugby guys are tough.
Tough. Yeah, tough.
I know that much.
Yeah, tough.
They're tough.
It's like football with no pads, but less
Yeah.
athleticism.
No, not really.
They go
They're
uppies?
just here's the problem. In rugby, a lot of the guys are the same size. Right? They don't have different like big offensive linemen and then wide receiver and then running back. A lot of them are very similar in size because they all have to get the football.
They got to be in that scrum.
Yeah, that's scrum. I don't know about first of all, I don't want another grown ass man lifting me up in the air.
Oh my God. Like, could you imagine this giant Irish guy next to Jackson Cantwell? Oh my goodness. Like Mario Cristobal, like you want to talk about a heightist. Like he's just like, you're 6'5", too small.
Too small.
Too small. Can't have you. Sorry.
Now I tell you what is rare.
What's that?
6'5" center.
They're
They're usually
stouter.
6'1", 6'2", maybe 6'3". Some are mobile. But that would be too tall.
Crazy, dude. I'm excited about this. I love finding foreign players.
Really?
It's exciting. Yeah, that's Cruton.
We know.
It's like the
That's
Australian,
crazy.
the Australian
we
punter.
know.
Well, I don't even think
Everybody's
that's
got an
I don't
Australian.
even think that's work. That's not even work anymore. I think you just call up the factory and they're like, "Did you redo?" And they're like, "Yeah, I need a punter." Hey, we got another one of them punters to send to Cole Gables. Yeah, we got that. He's on the way, mate. Did you redo? Hang up.
Why?
Why does he always have to say, "Did you redo"?
like,
That's
like,
talk, man.
no, they don't. It's crazy because, like, you talk about them going from Nigeria to Britain, right? There's a lot of Asians in Australia.
Yes.
So when you watch golf, there's Asians with Australian accent. It throws you off. You go, "Oh, what?"
If he comes here to block, can we call him Peaky Blindside? crowd.
Oh my goodness.
It wasn't my favorite. I
they
didn't
all
really laugh that hard.
Why?
I don't
Wait,
know.
Why don't you have fun with the Hurricanes?
I
You don't
do
like
have
the-
fun.
No,
What are
you
you
have
talking
you have
about?
no time for nonsense when it comes to them.
You go didgeridoo, and RVA Richie does the other thing that he knows of Australia. Put a shrimp on the bar.
Shrimp on the bar.
I don't even think they say that.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
That guy, is he still alive?
I don't know.
He's been around for
I think he might have been. He might have passed.
What's his name?
Hogan, something, right?
I don't know.
No, he passed away in 2024. Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan.
He had a good run, 86.
Yeah.
He did read his due. She's disgusted with me. She's so upset.
-1
for disrespecting
Yeah.
the deceased.
Oh, really?
That was a
Have you
little
ever
too
seen
much.
Peaky Blinders?
I've never seen.
There's a
Peaky
movie
Blinders.
out now.
I know. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
I get a -1 for not seeing Peaky Blinders.
No, I think that was a minus.
Oh, that
one for
was
me
your minus-
disrespecting Crocodile
Yeah,
Dundee.
yeah. I was gonna say.
Is Australian heaven at the bottom? It's down under.
You're having too much fun.
We send people up to hell here.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I want to get to my Rueben Bain idea. All right. But we got to take a break. Back with more to this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program as last night the Miami Heat lost 5 straight.
Lost.
Oof, throttled.
It
Killed.
I mean, it really looked like they were overmatched even from the start. And
Agreed.
I know Wemby does that to a lot of people, but it's starting to become more evident that without any defense up top, it puts a strain on the guys down low, and that freed up Wemby. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like soon as Bam stepped up to stop the ball, or Kalel stepped up to stop the ball, alley-oop.
Yesterday. Kalel.
Nah, he was lost.
Tough day.
Yep.
We did, by the way, thank you to Dade South, by the way, who, of course, brought vision to your bit, which is, of course, we had the Valet Twins, but now they are, of course, the Ole Twins. Ole. Letting all defenders through.
Wait. Who looks more like a matador? Tyler, right? With the little bitty hair on his chin.
He looks spot on like a matador.
That's about how scared he looks when somebody's in front of him. Right?
Man.
Look.
Tough go of it for them.
Look, he white knuckling the red thing. Norm's just looking all cool with it.
Yeah. He looked thrilled yesterday in the huddle to break going into the game. He goes, yeah, he's thrilled with his role. Anyway, so I want to get to this. So yesterday, the pro day was going on for the Canes, right? Said spring practice yesterday. Pro day was yesterday. And Keontae Scott had like a really great day. That dude, I mean, people are talking, he ran at least ran a sub 4.4, but people were saying at one point it was a 4.28. Then it was like a 4.31, 4.3. The point is he ran really fast. Okay.
Yep.
Ran really fast, jumped really high. And people are like, this guy's, he probably, if anybody skyrocketed yesterday up draft boards, he did. I mean, and obviously it was just a monster ball hawk for the Canes in the secondary this year, and look, the Canes got a couple of older guys on defense, but they're really talented. Him and Mesidor, monsters. Like, they're both really good. Like,
right.
Don't you want to draft really good players? Who cares if they're not 23?
Right. That's the crazy thing is I don't understand how you say I don't want to draft him because he's older. Yet most of the time when they get to 30, you don't want to keep them anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, if you get 5 or 6 years out of somebody you get when he's 24, he may be more mature and ready to play sooner. How's that a bad thing?
Yeah.
Some of the rules they come up with to not draft guys is baffling to me.
Well, one guy who they're doing that with, I even got a notification today on from the Sun Sentinel. It was like, Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, ? On Rueben Bain, who, of course, has to do all this thing. Dude, if you didn't watch his workouts yesterday and see everybody salivating over just like, dude, this guy, like, he's got those weird ankles like you do, where he can just go and bend. Like,
that's it.
It's crazy.
Running backs and DNs, good. Like, you can tell when they dip underneath, you can tell about their ankles.
Ridiculous yesterday, dude. But he was talking yesterday. This was from him with on NFL Network with Cam Wolfe, covers NFL and the Miami Dolphins. And he told Cam asked about the haircut thing because he says Jason Taylor, who doesn't have any hair, makes fun of his lack of haircut because he's just so focused on football. Here's what he had to say.
I talked to your coach, Jason Taylor, before, and he was talking about how all ball you were. And he said one example is, he said 3 years they've been getting on you with your haircut, saying that you might look homeless. I know there was a viral meme for the combine. He said that's an example of just how focused you are on ball. What is that that element of you and how important ball is to you?
Ball is real important, man. This is what I do each and every day. I'm just so fortunate to wake up and play football for a living. Thank you to God, but this is an opportunity I don't take lightly. So I gave him all the football because football gave us all to me. Just each and every day waking up, making sure this is one of the priorities for me if it's not God and my family. Just understanding what I got in front of me and never taking it for granted. And football has been so good to me, so I could give a damn about a haircut. All I want to do is know what team I'm going to, so I could get right.
Man, that was him on NFL Network yesterday.
Let me tell you something. Rueben, you my guy. But I know for sure when you get that big check, you gonna go get lined up.
I don't know if he is.
You gonna go get what? What?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you now. He gonna do that first press conference.
Doesn't Kane's barber doesn't he do like $6 haircuts for them anyway on campus? I don't think he is. If you're not doing it for $6, who are you doing it for?
Like he's gonna show up like that on draft.
You know how much
night?
my haircuts cost me?
How much?
Nothing. I do it myself. I've gotten good where I can feel with it.
When'd you go with that?
Huh?
Was that a post-career thing?
No, I did it while I played.
You were
Yeah. One time I said, you know what? I'm gonna let it grow back. Still waiting. And I'm like, what the hell happened? I used to be able to grow hair at will.
Well,
now, nothing.
One thing I like but don't like is apparently Cam asked him about Cam Wolfe asked him about Cam Ward snooping around Rueben Bain, trying to influence the Titans at 4 to take him. And this is what he had to say on that.
What would you think about the Titans, or where do you kind of picture yourself?
Well, first, anywhere I go, it's a blessing, lifelong dream come true for me. But to play with Cam again and Jeffrey Simmons and JFM, with those caliber guys, it'd be nothing short of a blessing. Just an opportunity where I could come in and try to earn their trust and earn the coach's trust and show from day one, I'm here to help. I'm here to help, and I'm here to get us to go to the Super Bowl, and that's all I want to do. I want to win wherever I go. I feel like I got the kind of mentality and the skill set to do it, and I would love to just earn those guys' trust and show it to them, because Cam always tell me, every time you see me, say, we coming to get you, man. So hopefully his word hold up, and wherever I go, I'm going to just give my all to that program.
Man, that would be fun. I'll tell you what, talking to coaches, scouts here, they all raved about you. They said, I don't care what people say about length or height. They said the power shows up. The ball shows up.
Yeah, man, like Mike Tyson. He wasn't the most tallest. He wasn't the tallest guy, or wasn't the longest limb guy, but when you felt him, you felt him. And you kept your distance.
Man. So anyway, we need to get this guy. All right, he's visiting the Dolphins, and I can't have the Titans ruining my day. So what about this, all right? Maybe you're responsible, okay? Because you're at 11. You have another first-round pick. But do you think, is it worth giving an old ring-a-ding-ding? Because obviously this regime, they don't seem like the trading up type, right? They want maybe you trade back, if anything. But I want this guy, dude. All right, I don't want him falling in the wrong hands. All right, Titans will ruin him. And I thought back to an old friend. All right. Jeff Ireland.
What? You
what?
Dude.
What?
No chance.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. Back in 2013, the Miami Dolphins traded up from 12 to go get Deion Jordan. They made a trade with the Raiders. Traded them a little swapskis. And give him a second-round pick. Can't call up the old Titans and be like, hey, we swap. You pick up a second-rounder. Dolphins take Rueben Bain.
Now,
what?
Okay, listen. How can I put this?
Mm-hmm.
You understand that this front office
has
said they want to acquire as many picks as possible.
That is what they've said.
So to trade picks to move up.
Yeah.
And have fewer picks with all of the positions you have to give up.
What?
Right? No.
Why not?
Because you
already got an extra first round pick. What's a second round pick?
So
it's like nothing. We got found money.
What if you gave that first rounder to move up?
Yeah.
That would be pretty good.
So you say keep 11, but they go all the way back down?
Yeah.
I don't think they would do that.
Throw in a second. Yeah, see, I don't want to give up assets.
Why not?
Because
Bain?
Because you're here. I get what you're saying, but let's do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When the organization told you we want to acquire as many picks as possible, we want to get 10 or 11 picks because we have to replace a lot of guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why would you then turn around a week later and give up one of those picks to move up? It's not you.
But I get Rueben Bain.
You would be coming in as a liar.
No.
Yes, you would.
Special case. They're going to meet with Rueben Bain today. All right. They're going to have him in the facility.
He's probably and you know why? If he moves to 11.
No,
you don't think he's going to drop to 11?
I don't know. Seems like the T-Rex arm thing is over. Seems like the tide is turning.
I think one of two players. I don't think either of them will be available, but if you could get one of two players, I would take it. Maui Noah or Rueben Bain. If not, I would wait until that 30th pick.
Yeah.
And I would kick the tires on Mesidor.
Okay. If he's there.
If he's there.
I don't know if he's going to be there. I don't know if he's going to be there.
Again, the draft goes weirdly. Like some rando person will take a position and then everybody will just start taking that position.
But in theory, the Deion Jordan trade wasn't a bad trade. We just had a bad GM. If you could,
it was a bad trade when you traded up for a guy who didn't play.
Understood. He was bad, but the idea of it wasn't bad because it's really not that much to move up to 3. It's just the draft was really bad. You want to hear that draft back then?
Yeah, you moved up for somebody you didn't have to move up for.
Deion Jordan, Jamar Taylor, Dallas Thomas, Will Davis.
No.
Jelani Jenkins. Deion Sims did some things.
That's the first 10 picks?
This is the Dolphins draft that year.
Oh, no. I was like, who's the...
No. I'm talking about the Dolphins draft this year. So if you just hit on the other picks, what's one pick? Just one pick. I'm not saying like do the Travis Hunter trade from last year. I'm not giving up next year's first rounder. But we get Rueben Bain. We guarantee it. Okay, no second. We got a gazillion. We basically just got a second round pick.
What part of we want to acquire as many picks as possible don't you understand?
I do understand it. Special care, but you would agree. Special circumstances call for special moves.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Because you're not close enough to be giving up assets to move up.
You want to wait and you're going to get a wide receiver at 11? Like, that's what's going to end up happening.
What I'm telling you is with all of the positions they need to fill, right? Moving up to get a player doesn't help you when you need multiple players.
Let's say in this case, okay?
Oh my goodness!
Why are you getting mad at me?
Stop.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Stop.
Because you just want to do the look. We could do that, but isn't this guy worth it? This guy, we know this guy. You don't think he's worth it, Brittany? A second round pick?
Wait. I do.
You guys are but here. Would you feel that way if he played for Alabama?
No.
Yes. No, I disagree. I think if he's a player, if he's the player that he is, if he had the impact that he did,
but
why wouldn't I feel that way if he played for a different team?
We saw it firsthand, so maybe our, thinking is a little different.
Yes.
If he played for Alabama, you wouldn't be saying the same thing.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
I have an affinity for the man. Yes, that's true.
So do I.
He's a monster.
But one of the first things they told you was, we want to acquire more picks.
Yeah, enough. They got one. They got another one. They traded Waddle. They got another pick.
But I think that then what is the point of having him come to the facility then? If there isn't some sort of interest.
They bring in 50 players.
I get it. But if you don't think you have a shot at him, or you don't think that you could trade up for him.
Here's the deal. Based on the draft, he could be available at 11.
Yeah.
Maybe. But what if the
if you already have those questions, whether he could or couldn't be available, you wait.
Yeah, but most
don't give up any assets when you could still get him anyway.
I think that was a cute thing everybody tried to do, where they're like, "Oh, he's not going to fall to 11."
I don't think.
I don't think he is
11.
either.
He's not going to fall to 11.
And I don't think Maui Noah will fall to 11 either.
You know what's funny? I don't think he will either.
I think they're going to go
because I think nothing will show me how ridiculous these scouts are if he were to fall to 11.
Agreed.
Yeah, Maui Noah outran our tight end yesterday.
But you say that in the same breath.
The Canes.
Maui Noah was faster than tight end?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say much about the tight end.
No, the tight end, was he the right tackle? Because that's what he's working on.
Who?
Whoever the right tackle who got outrun by Maui Noah.
The tight end, yeah.
Yeah, he should just.
The guy who blew it.
He should just line up next to him.
It's the same guy who didn't block.
Yeah, well, he couldn't block as a tight end.
Oh, that's the guy for the punt block?
Yes.
Yeah, tough. Anywho.
Why are you going to pro day?
I don't know. Everybody's invited.
Just because you invited. Like, yeah, like they could invite me to the world's strongest man. Look, I'm not going to go because I'm not strong.
I understand what they've told us. I don't think they're going to fall. I think everybody who thinks he's going to fall.
I don't think he's going to fall either.
I think the Canes are going to go 3-4, and I think the Cardinals are going to take Maui Noah at 3. I think Arvell Reese is going to go second. Mendoza's going to go first. 4 is going to be Bain. Let's steal him from the Titans. Let's get him.
Here's the problem.
What?
Okay, here's the problem. One of the reasons why you don't give up assets when you need to replace a lot of players is because sometimes the draft drafts, meaning that a run on a certain position will go and you could end up with that guy at 11, and it would suck if that's the way it played out and you gave up assets for nothing.
Okay, but here's my thing. If the Dolphins, if this plays out, listen, I'm telling you, I've been seeing how the board's fallen. Okay, I'm a draft guru. I've been seeing how the board's fallen, Brittany. All right, and a lot of this has the Dolphins are going to take Makai Lemon at 11, something like that. Well, F that. We trade out of 11. We go. We trade up. All right, we go get Rueben Bain. We still have 30. Then we could take either Boston or we could take Casey Concepcion right there at the end. Boom, got my playmaker.
But I think that's the thing. If you're going to go if your idea is to go for wide receiver at 11, I think you can wait for that 30th pick.
Right. I think so too. Loaded wide receiver draft.
It is.
But what do we need? We need somebody to get after the quarterback, dude. We need trenches. I don't know if we're going to get the best trench guy at 11. We're going to fall. We'll probably get a weapon. It'd be nice. But you've been telling me always, is it built through the trenches or not? Because they've also told me that. Are they liars? Because if they take a wide receiver at 11, they're also liars.
How can I put this? There's a rule in the draft, right? And I know you don't want to hear this, but this is a rule. Don't draft out of need. You draft the most talented guy available at your pick. Because when you draft out of need, what ends up happening is you draft a guy far above where he should have got drafted.
Yeah, but I would say counterpoint. Right? I would never question your football intelligence, okay, as an expert in this field. But I believe that saying, hear me out. Believe that saying is more when you're talking about the board falling. When you go get a need, but it's like you're going to get the need filled with the best guy, that's different because you're kind of two birds, one stone, if you will.
But I also think that the Dolphins need everything. So
right,
I think that's a
true.
moot point.
Good point. They do need everything.
And how are you going to replace or put a dent in all the needs that you have by trading a pick?
Because I'm only trading my second rounder.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
only trading my second rounder. I just got an extra first rounder. All right. But I'm now getting the best guy on the defensive line in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
A monster.
Right.
I think my logic is sound.
No,
I don't think
you're not.
I'm not. I think it is. I think it is. I don't think it's that crazy.
You're
I think the Dolphins.
fanboy.
I'm not fan. Oh, well, okay. I won't say that I'm not fanboying. I won't deny fanboyness, but I also think I'm being prudent here. I think I am.
Okay.
To go get this guy. This is the rule. This is him. Like, it was a nice novelty. I think we all had a little fun. Oh, wouldn't it be great if Rueben Bain fell to 11? He's not. It's over. It's over. It's not happening. So let's go get him. Let's go get him.
No.
Come on, dude.
Tobin.
Why not?
It's just a moot point.
It's not a moot point.
You know what? Having this conversation with you, I might as well have this to this bag of trolls. Troll, we don't want to trade any picks. You know,
trolls.
Trolley.
But I've given you. I've taken care of every downside to this. The only thing that you have as an argument is he told us he wasn't gonna.
They want to acquire picks.
They did. They just got an extra pick.
So why give it up?
I'm not giving up that one. I'm giving up the one in the second round. We're gonna do the Deion Jordan trade, but this one's gonna work.
So you think you can jump from 11 to 4?
Yes.
By only giving up a second round.
I think so. Here's why. Can I tell you why?
Dude.
Can I tell you why? Not a lot of quarterbacks in this draft, which are always the overvalue in jumping. Okay. And one of the biggest needs for the Titans is weapons. So they're still going to be in that sweet spot. They can literally get like the best wide receiver there. It's a great trade. And they get an extra pick. And we get Rueben Bain.
All right, you guys. This is, you know what happens?
What?
This is how your team takes 5 years to rebuild.
It doesn't take 5 years to rebuild. It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
You need as many picks as possible.
No. If what the draft is a crapshoot. I'm taking the crap out of the shoot.
If it's a crapshoot, why would you give up assets? You want more.
Because I'm getting more certain prospects.
You want more chances at it.
I'm getting the more. No. We tried that nonsense a few years ago with Chris Greer. He stunk. Okay, maybe Sully will be better. I hope so. But more bites of the apple doesn't mean you're going to be more fulfilled. Okay, if you can have a steak, you won't be as hungry.
Can we go to break? Because I don't even understand. I can't even. What? I don't want to hear. I took my ears off.
Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAN. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We'll get another Windowplex update from Leroy soon enough. Our weather report's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. Get to our favorite Tuesday game. The damage is done, my friend. Go around the room, see where the damage has been done. And I got to be honest with you. My timeline is always obviously filled with Heat, Dolphins, Hurricanes. But Brittany, have you seen this Chappell Roan story?
I have.
What?
Yes.
Okay. What's the deal here? Because this is what I gather, okay? So she was in some show in Brazil.
She was doing I think is it Lollapalooza in Brazil?
The Brazilian Lollapalooza?
Yes.
So she was doing Brazilian Lollapalooza, and some soccer star, I don't know who he is, but he's very famous, apparently. He's got like 3 million followers, claims that Chappell Roan, is it Chappell Roan or Chappell Roan?
It's Chappell Roan.
Chappell Roan, Pink Pony Club, that Show Pony Club. This guy claims that his wife and daughter were dining in the same restaurant, and the 11-year-old daughter loves Chappell Roan and was excited to see, oh, is that Chappell Roan? Did not go up and ask for a picture, didn't go up and ask for an autograph, but apparently just went to go take a peek to see if that was really Chappell Roan because she wasn't sure. You know, she was the clown face. So she was double checking, and then apparently, according to this soccer dad, big famous soccer star whose name escapes me, the Chappell Roan sent over security to berate them. And everybody's mad at Chappell Roan now because I guess this is a thing where she says that she doesn't, you know, she wants to be a private person. She doesn't like the
she dresses
like
a clown.
She does dress up like a clown.
And she wants to be, then don't have a signature look.
Right.
No, her thing is more like she feels like there's boundaries when it comes, there should be boundaries when it comes to famous people and like going up to them and asking them for pictures and stuff. And so she like is very strict. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying like that's her thing.
Right.
Even if she's in full costume walking down the street, she just doesn't expect people nor want people to come up to her and quote unquote harass her and not respect her boundaries.
Now here's the damage is done. This takes off like wildfire, right? Then she does a video from her hotel room with lots of edits and giggles where she claims she never even saw the kid, nor even knows who the security guard is. She claims it must have been a hotel security guard. She does and ends it, I don't hate women and children. However, the hotel is denying it. They say that's not our security guard. So,
see, no.
Damage. The damage is done, my
Let me
friend.
tell you. Okay.
She's apparently been banned in Brazil too.
Wait.
In this town.
Yeah.
You ready? Remember the story I told you about Blade?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Getting armbarred.
Yes.
Yeah, it happens. Own it. Don't apologize after the fact.
But I think she didn't apologize. She just didn't take accountability.
Oh, she's denying. Yeah, she's denying that she had kids berated by her security guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
There's this great video of like she's walking in the airport.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And she's and somebody's just filming her, you know, like, oh, Chappell Roan. And like she does like almost like the queen, like sends like she sends the security guard to go take the phone.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
She's a repeat offender.
Hold on. Let me just say this. Look, you got a cool thing going, but it ain't like that.
Crazy.
To where you could be shooing people. You've been around for a couple of minutes. Calm down.
I just think it's like some people are just not meant to be famous, and that's okay.
Yeah.
They like overdo it. Like, you know what? You ever heard any problems with Tay Tay?
No.
She's way more famous than her.
Way more famous, dude. Way more famous.
Like, it's something about if you're a good person, you're a good person no matter who you are or what you do.
Some people get worse with fame.
Right. Because you know what? It was in him.
Yeah.
And now now there's a reason for people to tolerate it.
What do you have for damages done?
So I was telling you beforehand. I've never had this happen to me before. So I figured, I'm at the gym at 5:30.
Yep.
I do my work outside. Then I go get in the jacuzzi and the pool stretch.
Right.
The jacuzzi wasn't hot. So I said, you know what? Nobody's here. I'm going to swim a couple of laps. Put my little goggles on or whatever. Swim. Whoop. Swim. Whoop. Swim. Whoop. There's a lady next to us. Next to me. Right? I'm like, oh, cool. She's here early too. Whoop. Swim. Swim. And I'm swimming. And all of a sudden I look down. And I'm headed towards a head-on collision with a lady who's not swimming in her lane anymore.
So she's swimming across the pool and you're swimming in
No.
your lane?
I guess she didn't have goggles, so her eyes were closed. So she was assuming she was swimming straight. But she was swimming crooked.
So she veered off?
She veered off. She veered off. And I'm looking underwater. I'm like, wait a minute. This lady's going to crash into me. I got an offender bender in the pool. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, how did you make it across without hitting any of the dividers?
Yeah, you didn't hit a buoy?
No, nothing.
She was diving deep like a penguin?
I don't know. I can't. I was so stunned that I got an offender bender in the pool. But that's my damage is done. Like,
wow.
Damage is done.
That's crazy.
I think I want to bring extra goggles from now on.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Safe pool. Brittany, what damage is done for you?
So I don't know if anybody's been seeing the drama at the airports.
It looks insane.
Chaotic, right?
It looks insane. And so it's due to apparently a partial government shutdown.
Yeah. That's what we need to do.
No TSA.
So the TSA workers are not getting paid. And they haven't been getting paid. So they're doing.
Shout out to all our fans in the TSA, though. I do love those guys. Every time we go through
yes.
security,
you like
really?
You get.
Oh, we get a ton of love from the
TSA. Yeah,
a ton of love. We love them.
Interesting.
Yeah. So anybody who's government shutdowning and not paying those guys, you're rat bastards. Pay the TSA agents.
Agreed. And especially because I just received an email from American Airlines telling me to please come to the airport about 6 hours prior to my flight tomorrow in order to be able to make it through TSA.
Dude,
so my damage is done goes to the government.
Damage is done.
Because can you please pay your workers? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I don't have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to be at the airport.
How can we just
know what sucks about when they try to pass laws and bills and stuff like that? It's not the actual bill. It's what they attach to it. So if you approve this, you got to approve all this other stuff. So if you approve the TSA stuff, what's included in that is the voter verification thing, where nobody's going to be able to vote because I don't have a birth certificate. I was born in Louisiana. Right? So it's all the other stuff that's attached to it, and being political, they try to go back and forth talking about the part that should be approved or the part that shouldn't be approved.
Right.
So they tried to, they said, hey, Trump, we'll send you a TSA approval without that voting thing. No. And it goes back the other way. So
like there was a bill that was proposed apparently to pay the TSA workers to find funds for it, and it was denied on the House
Tells
floor.
me we can find the funds if we wanted to.
Wait,
if we really wanted to, I feel like.
But then can you come right back and then ask for $200 billion for war?
Well, then apparently now, because obviously ICE is like a regulated budget, they're having ICE agents now take over.
But they're just standing around because they don't know what to do.
They seem like they'll handle it.
Right.
Because if anything that's gone with ICE is like they seem to handle people in great moods.
So yeah, pray for me tomorrow. Thank you.
That's awesome.
So what time is your flight?
It's at 10:40.
So they want you to get there. They want you to get there at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do like 5:30 and hope for the best.
All right.
I tell you what, me and Tobin, Tobin used to leave right after the show and go catch a 4:30, 5 o'clock flight.
Like the number one. I hate getting to airports early. Like I want to walk out of TSA and then like go straight onto my plane.
Can I tell you something? This is no offense. This is like a new young person thing. we got a little warped with 9/11, so I have getting in at the airport super early, like in my DNA.
Oh, you're a dad. You're an airport dad.
Yeah, I'm just like, I want to be responsible, right? Like, and you youngins, you like to just stroll on in like it's the bus.
Yep.
And get on the airplane, and that's just not how it should. You should give yourself some allotment of time. 6 hours is ridiculous. I mean, that's way too much. But here's what I would say: if you're gonna go at 5:30, why not just go at 4:30 just to be safe?
Are you crazy?
What's the difference? 4:30, 5:30 sucks. Just go and get a Starbucks. Get
Starbucks isn't open that time.
Also, yeah, it is for sure. There's always a Starbucks.
Yeah,
open.
there's always a Starbucks open. I've been to the airport at that time.
There's always a Starbucks open. When I flew back from Houston recently, the Starbucks was open. Actually, a guy told me about a secret Starbucks because
don't you dare tell me to get there at 4:30. What the heck?
What do you mean? Don't dare you? I'm trying to get you on your plane.
Mac to man. That's what I just said.
You wanna roll in here and you want to just like, yeah, whatevs. Do we need to open? What do I need? Do I need to check a bag? Nah, just show in. Whatever. No, you need to give yourself some allotment of time. What if something goes wrong?
I mean, we never had that problem.
And it wasn't meant for me to go. It wasn't meant for me to go to Nashville.
Dude, we almost went to Radio Row, and thank God we had pre-check, because if we didn't, we would have been cooked.
Oh, that line was long.
Miami.
Well, now apparently too, because I have like Clear, and apparently you can't even use Clear or TSA pre-check. They're just like it's only one security line. So I'm not excited. I already hate airports. I already hate being at airports for too long. So my damage is done.
Willy-nilly here, just showing up whenever you want. It's ridiculous.
I love it. I will.
Some time.
I've been in the TSA line as my plane was boarding.
Treats a plane like it's Uber.
Yeah,
I do.
It's ridiculous.
They should wait for me. They should come pick me up.
Brittany's proud if like they have a final boarding and they're calling her name. She's like, that's perfect. Perfect. We're all waiting on you. Could have left early. Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM.
Who's this?
This is Zach Brown Band.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
you've heard of him.
I've heard of him.
Heard of him.
I wouldn't know Zach Brown if he came and hit me on the head.
That's I don't even know what he looks. He looks like Zach Galifianakis, kind of, except in better shape. Not even kidding.
That dude made a career just being that guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's get the headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. As the Miami Heat, they lost 5 straight games. They've given up 120 points. Oof. Terrible.
Wolf is right.
Yeah, not great. Eric Spoelstra yesterday, he was asked about him and Bam having a little thing on the bench, a little tiff between the two of them. And this is what Spo had to say when asked about it.
I love that about Bam. He and I are barking at each other. I mean, that's why I love him. You know, I think he loves me. But even if he doesn't, I have to do what's best for the team. I don't want to just play him 24 straight minutes every half. You know, if I'm forced to do it like in Houston, I'll do it, you know, but this is the first half. I didn't think that was necessary, you know, so some of the minutes, yeah, you know, the majority of the minutes there would be the matchup, but it didn't have to be all the minutes, you know, for us.
It was a very uncomfortable laugh from him. I think he loves me.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I mean, look, one of the things I appreciate about this is Bam has taken the onus and put it on himself, right? That I can't just talk about not wanting to be in the play, and I have to do everything I can. And he probably shouldn't. He doesn't want it to be hindered by the coach.
Josh says, that's like Tobin saying, I like Leroy. I think he loves me. Except when I ask about trading up to get Rueben Bain.
My goodness, dude.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You'd admit it'd be fun.
No.
You wouldn't have a little bit of Goosies?
No, because I would immediately think about what these guys have told me.
Yeah.
And then if you honestly think you're going to trade from 11 to 4,
7 spots
for just a dude,
7 spots. There's no quarterbacks.
Okay.
They're going to get who they want. And they
Not for a first rounder.
They get a second round pick.
Not for a first rounder. Not for anything less than a first round.
Nah, you're silly.
You don't move up in the first round without giving
I
up.
just gave you an example of when it happened. It
When?
happened in history.
When?
I gave you an example. Literally the Deion Jordan trade. That was the trade. Swap picks, give him a second rounder.
But where was their pick?
Their pick was 3. The Dolphins were 12. 13 years ago, I give you. But still, it happened. I'd even consider giving him 31.
No.
I really want him.
Absolutely not.
Fine. Mr. Picks. You didn't even have that pick 2 seconds ago. What does that pick matter? We just had it.
And guess what? Absolutely.
So you wouldn't trade it. What if it did it like this?
Absolutely shocked.
Here, look at me. Let me take you to the zone right now, okay?
Mhm.
Focus on me. Okay. The trade with Jalen Waddle hasn't happened yet, okay?
Mhm.
Theoretically, we're doing this trade with the Broncos. They have the pick, okay? I trade you 11, and I trade you Jalen Waddle for the 4th pick. Would you do it?
And then you have no first rounder?
No, you get the.
Or you get a 4th
You
pick.
have the 4th pick. You would have done
11
it. You would have done
hold
it.
on.
You would have done it.
No.
Yeah, you would have. Get
No.
out of here, dude. You thought about it.
Huh?
You thought about it.
No.
Yeah, I had you boxed in my mind.
No, you didn't.
You're just taking the pick, and you're just making this pick something crazy. All that pick is Jalen Waddle. He's gone. But now I'm not even making it that pick. I'm making it a second-round pick, okay? 15 picks later. Oh, what do we care? All right? Don't even think of that. And then, oh, look at this.
No.
Another pick at 30.
No.
And we have Rueben Bain.
No. I really don't think you understand that that's not going to happen.
I understand it probably isn't going to happen.
Okay, then why
I'm-
we?
because
If
I like
you
to-
know that I'm right, why are you
because,
doing this?
Because I'm here to speak it into existence. Because I'm a soothsayer.
But there's no chance of it happening.
No chance. Don't say no chance.
There's
Don't
no
say
no chance you're
Don't say no
trading.
chance.
There's no chance you are trading the fourth pick for a second rounder in the 11th.
If you're the Titans, you wouldn't do it?
No.
Okay, would the Titans do it for 2 first-round picks? So they get to swap and they get an extra first-round pick. Would they do it?
Yes, but if I'm the Dolphins, I don't do it.
Why? It's the 30th pick.
I'm not giving
You've had
up
it for 3
assets.
seconds.
I'm not giving up assets.
You're not giving up assets.
want-
You're getting Rueben
dude,
Bain.
you're
getting Rueben Bain.
with all of the positions you have to fill.
What's
right?
the biggest one? Getting after the quarterback?
Protecting the quarterback. Then I go getting after it.
Oh, so you do it for Maui Noah?
No. I think one of those two guys may be available.
Well, they're
What's wrong
not.
with
They're
you?
not.
Okay.
I'm here to tell you they're not going to be
Okay.
available.
Okay.
I guess what? I just came back from draft land. It doesn't happen. They go 3 and 4.
Okay. Well,
I told you I'm a draft guru. I've dove into so many big boards. Okay, I'm all over it, and I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. Everybody who said it was gonna happen, they're liars.
Where's Robbie? Is he back yet?
He's walking to.
Is he back yet?
No.
Okay.
No, he's walking all. Do you don't remember the bit? He's
From
walking
Key
there
West.
to opening day.
Oh yeah. Okay. So no.
Brittany, why won't he have any fun?
Because it's not real.
We were just talking about this actually. He's unfortunately a realist, and he I don't think he can expand
Okay,
his mind.
but
that
you can't
far.
be a
not in a bad way.
Hold on, you can't tell me you're a realist and then tell me on the other. You're speaking on both sides of your mouth because you're saying on one end I'm giving up too much, and then you're saying on the other end that they wouldn't do it.
Okay.
That the Titans wouldn't do it.
Here I'm thinking if I'm on either side of this. If I am Tennessee, I'm only trading for a swap and a first rounder.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
I could have a talk about that.
Especially if you go up 7 spots.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want 31.
Well, that's all I have.
Because I'm guessing you're gonna suck next year. So I want your first
Nah,
next
that's not
year.
gonna happen. I'm not doing the Travis Hunter turn. That's stupid.
Okay.
I wouldn't do
Okay.
that. But they would do it.
Okay. And from the Dolphins' perspective, you have so many holes to fill
Mhm.
that you need volume.
What is
Because the last person that thought it was a good idea to do this, it wasn't.
Well, he just was bad at drafting though.
Okay.
You got to believe in your drafting.
That's
A
you know what helps you believe in your drafting?
Hmm?
More draft picks.
That's not believing in your
That
drafting.
is.
If you need more
That is. If
you need
wait,
more bites at
okay, let's be real, because I'm a realist. Okay. If the draft has a 50% success rate
Mhm.
and you have 4 draft picks,
Yep.
how many are going to be successful?
2.
Okay. If I have 11 picks,
Mhm. It's
how
not an
many?
even number.
Okay. That's what they're trying to get to. I think they have 10 right now.
And
How many?
so you're gonna tell me you have 5 good players?
5 good players.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes
more
it's
is
0.
better.
Not always. The Dolphins.
Not always, but
Not always.
of course, it's always a crapshoot.
Chris Greer
It's always a crapshoot, but my percentages raise significantly with more picks.
Okay, it does if you're good at it. But if you're just good at it, you're good at it. Chris Greer had 5 first-round picks.
Go
One of
look
them's
throughout
here.
the league. There's not a lot of guys who are good at it.
What does that mean?
Just what I said.
What do you mean there's
it's
not a
a
lot of guys good at it? What are you
crapshoot.
talking about?
It's a crapshoot.
That's your answer? Nobody's good at this. I better have a lot of
No.
chances.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the reality
You're
of the
silly.
draft. That's the reality of the
You got no
draft.
stones.
That's the reality of the draft, though.
This is so crazy to me. So your whole point of, first of all, you're a ridiculous negotiator. Okay. And I just want to say, you're no fun at doing this. Okay.
Dude, if you're
No
moving,
fun.
wait, to move up 7
It's
spots,
7 spots. It's not
we're
that-
getting a swap and another first rounder.
which I have later this draft.
No,
That's what you're getting.
no, I
nobody's
want your
getting.
next
Nobody's,
year's. I
nobody's
don't
getting
want
next
the
year's.
bottom of
You're
the
not
barrel.
getting next year's.
No, okay, then.
Be real.
Then
about
no
it.
deal.
Be real. About it. Guess what?
I'll take 4.
You're gonna get Cam.
I'll take 4.
Hey, Cam.
I'll take 4.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Guess
Yep.
what? You
Because guess what? They got a
Guess
lot
what?
of holes
You just
to fill also.
Guess what? You don't have a wide receiver now, and you overpick for a position you don't need. Congratulations.
Okay.
Congratulations. Good for you.
Right. And you got a lot
Robert
of holes.
Saleh
Wait,
out there in 2
and you
years.
got a lot of holes.
And
to
guess
fill.
what? I have all my
Wait,
picks.
and
I have
you
all my
got
picks.
and you got a lot.
All
of
I
holes.
wanted was a generational
on.
player. All I wanted was a generational player.
You got a lot of holes to fill, and you're basically willing to.
Not more than you.
Huh?
Not more than you. I'm giving you more picks. You're the Titans.
What if they think that the number 4 pick is going to be a game changer for them?
They probably would.
Okay.
They probably would.
All right.
But they probably also, because here's the thing with GMs, they're a bunch of frauds. Here's the truth of it. They're a bunch of frauds. Because they all like this idea of acquiring things, because they like the idea of hope to peddle to people instead of actually putting their nuts on the table and making things happen.
You
so
know
old
what?
Tobes is right here, and I'm telling you, this is how I'm going to make things happen. And you're like, you know, I want more bites of the apple. Well, go to a farm, dude. Go to a farm. Go to the produce section. Pick a ripe one.
Can I just say this? You're talking about this like you would be so much better at it.
Oh, I would be so good at it.
No, you wouldn't.
I would be so good
No,
at it.
you wouldn't.
I would be so good at it.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm telling you right now.
No, you wouldn't. More picks.
Your
more
argument's
chances.
terrible.
No, it's not.
It is. Your argument's terrible. First of all, I definitely think we could get to 4. I definitely think we could, because there's no QBs.
Not
so
without a first rounder.
Nobody's fawning over it. Yeah, we have a first rounder. You keep saying that. We have
Next
a first
year's
rounder.
first rounder because you're gonna suck.
Stop.
You're gonna suck. I want
Stop.
your first pick next
Stop.
year. Okay.
Stop. You know what I'd say to you? I'd say that's a gamble. You could think that, but it's not going to be true.
Okay.
You want to know why? Because I'm going to have Rueben
Good.
Bain.
And I would say, no trade.
Congratulations. You live in Titansville.
No trade. We'll take him.
You're not going to take him. Guess what? I just called the Giants. We made it happen. You lost. And
So now
fired.
you're going to trade up to 3.
No, the Giants have the 5th pick because you didn't have the stones to take Rueben Bain.
Okay.
You took Bailey, idiot. So then I traded with the Giants. You just lost.
Dude.
Brittany's the Giants GM. She just agreed to it with me.
Brittany's getting dragged into it. See, Brittany decided we just had this conversation. Like you just drag people into your stuff. You're ridiculous. I'm telling you now.
I'm not ridiculous.
More picks is better.
How is that? How could you sit here after the last?
Because you have more. You have more of a chance for error.
Okay. Well,
with more picks.
If you're good at it. If you're good at it.
Dude,
if you're bad
even
at it.
can I say, even if you're good at it, the success rate is 50-60%. Even if you're good at it,
dude.
The teams that get lucky and have like 4 or 5 guys, those guys are contending for a championship.
We literally just watched the GM burn through 5 first-round picks. None of them are star players.
Okay, that's why he's not there.
Yeah, but he had more bites of the apple because you think nobody's good at this. You literally are like, and nobody's good at this. Just have more bites of the apple. No, dude, I'd rather have the pie. I'm going to stop with the food references. I know you're getting really annoyed with that. So.
You're also probably making him hungry.
Oh, listen, he's been housing troll worms the entire day.
No, I haven't.
Not shocking.
That's it. I had one little thing. Wow.
You do like to eat.
You do like to eat.
Lent's not even over. Way to keep that one up.
He thought we wouldn't notice.
Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Hey, Leroy, can we have another weather update here from the Windowplex, brought to us by our friends over at Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
I could be a smartass and say same as before, just add 5 degrees.
That would be a smart ass thing to say, and not
I'm gonna give them
not
the
nice
true,
to our new sponsor
yes,
of the Windowplex.
the Windowplex. I'm still guessing it's still coming out of the east. I mean, TSA, let's get these planes in the air, baby. I don't see no planes.
Yes, please.
No clouds. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. Light winds coming out of the east. I'm going to say 5 miles an hour. It is a beautiful day, and I'm saying it's right around 80 degrees.
Nice.
It is. This is like
Purdy.
wish I was outside.
Travis Kelce re-signed, huh?
For $13 million.
3 years? He's still sticking around that long? Does he want to go live with Tay-Tay?
No, they do it to stretch the money out.
Oh, so it's Fugazi?
Right.
All right.
I'm telling you, the
I
contract.
thought he was too. I thought he was like ready to pack it up. Still doing it?
They gave him, here's what they did. Okay. They gave him $13 million guaranteed over 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to pay him a certain amount this year. If he doesn't return, then they can do a post-June cut and give him the rest of his money. It's just a way to work around it.
Tua Tagovailoa is speaking to the media in Atlanta. This is some tweets from Mark Raimondi. He used to cover UFC, but he's become a Falcons reporter the last couple of years. He said, Tua, he tweeted, Tagovailoa, last year, my play wasn't up to the standard of how I was playing football the 3 years before. Got to play better football. No way to sugarcoat that. Hashtag Falcons. He said, the drive is there. It's a blessing for me to be in this position, this opportunity to have to play for the Falcons. He then was saying on playing last year, he said, playing with the Dolphins last season was, quote, unique. When asked in what way, he replied, quote, in a lot of ways.
Good for him. I'm not getting into it. Don't get into it. It's over. Right? I think like people want
I'm happy
to hear the dirt or whatever. There's really no dirt. He didn't play well. They went in another direction, and so be it. Like, got to get over it. When I went back and played Baltimore, same questions. Oh, it didn't work out here. And I'm like,
did you win that game?
Yeah.
Did you feel good?
No, it didn't matter to me. It didn't matter to me because guess what? After we lost to Atlanta, we played them to start the next year.
Right.
And we won. And they go, is this vindication? I said, are we going to the Super Bowl? Then no.
Yeah, but that's not like a team that got rid of you, you know? I see what you're saying. That's a regular season game, but a team you didn't feel like a little good.
A team
to let you go?
No, because
something.
Here's what makes it hard. When you have a relationship with everybody in the building, right? And a new coach comes in, like it's just like, yeah. And I knew that
better band than me.
Me and the running back coach didn't get along.
You wished him no success?
Yeah. Like, please. Like, I get along with everybody.
You hold grudges, Brittany?
Absolutely.
No, but I'm saying you know I literally get along with everybody, even if I don't like him.
I know that.
I didn't get along with him. That says more about him than me.
That's fair.
And everybody that knows me knows that.
Tua said on his health, quote, the game of football will always entail physicality. You can never foreshadow what the future is going to look like as far as your health. In terms of health, went through all the protocols of what I needed to do for the Falcons, and it all came out good.
Did you test that pop gun?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, he should have had a pro day.
He said,
That's where I want to get. I got to a place in my career
Mhm.
where they didn't care about health. Just come on in.
He said on the differences between Miami and now, I don't think the mindset changes at all. You either love being a competitor or not. Hashtag Falcons.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
And I like to. So I'm going to start by saying that. But he says that, but there's certain things that a competitor, especially in football, don't do, right? When you're a competitor at football and you're down in the dumps, you learn your true competitive nature with how you fight through it. You don't crawl up in a shell. You don't start playing a certain way because you're shell shot, right? I think most of Tua's lack of success last year was more mental than physical.
Interesting.
He became it's almost like he listened to what everybody else was saying and he tried to appease everyone else instead of going out and playing. And that's not a sign of competitiveness. Okay? There's a lot of guys that say I'm competitive as hell when they're winning. The true test is how you fight through it when you're losing, right? When things aren't going your way. Are you going to buckle down and fight through it? And with all the negativity going around Tua, you know there's a lot of guys in this league that would say, F them, I'm going to do my thing and I'm going to have success. And you've heard it. You've heard players that kind of, instead of trying to be the nice guy, just say to hell with everybody, I'm a competitor, I'm going to go do this. I never got that feeling from Tua. I always got the feeling that he was so worried about how he played and if he slid and how he did this and how he did that, that football was the last thing on his damn mind.
Well, he says, this is a tweet from Maria Martin. She's a sports anchor in Atlanta. You don't choose a team based on whether or not you're going to be the starter or not. Competition is just a thing in the NFL. Competition enhances the play of everyone that you are surrounded with.
You want me to translate that?
Hashtag rise up.
You want me to translate that?
Yeah.
You don't choose a team based on whether you're going to play or not when the last team is already playing you $50 million.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It does ease the comfort.
He can take that stand, right? And versus like a Sam Darnold who said, yeah, I want to go somewhere where I can play so I can get another big contract.
Yeah, no, like you didn't sign with like, the Packers or the Chiefs. Like there is an element there. Like
right.
You're going to go there
He
because there is
right.
is a window there. And I would understand it. Like, I don't know if Michael Penix is going to be healthy. He's the kind of, he's in that position that Fitzpatrick was when he came in. It's like, oh, you have a young quarterback. He's not healthy. Let's see if that works out. Shoes on the other foot. It's like that cycle of life.
Right. But again, the reason why he's in the spot he's in now is more mental than physical. We made it physical. But some of the mistakes that he had, it just seemed like he had no fight in him, right? Listen to Bam talk when they lose about being a competitor and fighting through it and doing these things.
Mm-hmm.
You never got that feeling from Tua at the end of his tenure here.
No, it was a very weird year.
It was because he got caught up in what everybody wanted him to be, right? He got in shape. Oh, he's too little. He's taking a pound. Then he came in chunky Tua, and he couldn't run, right? Then they were saying, hey, you got to get rid of the ball.
Moose Jiu-Jitsu Tua was a good Tua. He was. I love the way I have such. We're talking the same language.
No, we're not.
We are. We're talking football.
Brittany, see what this man does to me.
We're going to deny that was the best version of Tua? He was a moose. He didn't run very much, but he did jiu-jitsu, and he was safe. That was the best Tua.
You can't deny that, Leroy.
Led the league in passing. Rest my case. Then he got all slim, like an idiot. Stopped taking jiu-jitsu, like an idiot. What do you know? Week 2, over. And it was all over because you didn't want to put the gi on.
Again, I think it was more mental than physical.
Yeah.
I really do.
But not
believe
no
that.
physical.
What?
Well, we agree. I think
No,
if
no,
I
no,
agree,
we don't.
no,
No,
we
we
agree.
don't
We're on the
agree.
same page.
No, you want
No.
listen. We're reading two different books
No, we're
right
not
now.
reading
You
two
can't
different-
be
no.
on my page.
You and I.
You're reading
same
Looney
page.
Tunes, and I'm reading
I'm
Football
around,
101.
I'm around your shoulder, being like, oh, you're like reading the same page. We're on the same page, dude. We're on the same page. I agree. More mental than physical, but not no physical. Some, but more mental.
Brittany, anything?
Yeah, I believe she wanted to hit this button.
You've been boxed
He loves throwing it. I don't think she's that good.
Leroy.
And also, why are we quibbling about Tua?
He's quoting. I would love like a Real Housewives sit down of him and Mike McDaniel. They can even have Andy Cohen host it and just be like, what was unique about last year? Like, I would just love this. I would love the sit down interview with just the two of them. Of like, you guys were best of friends and now you hate each other. What happened there?
A reunion.
Those reunions are crazy.
They're so good. We
Real
should have those.
Housewives.
We should have those for sports.
So what happened to old husband abuser?
Oh, Taylor Frankie Paul?
She got her. Why is it Taylor Frankie Paul?
That's her
First
name.
of all,
that is her name.
That's her name.
Oh my
TFP.
Like,
what's happening right now? The show was canceled.
oh yeah.
That's what's happening.
So she's not on Utah Housewives either, right?
They stopped producing. Like the new season literally just came out. So like they were in the middle of shooting the next season,
And they stopped.
and they're stopped. But the thing is, like, the problem is they're owned by the same company. Like, they're both Disney shows. So, you know, we'll see. They're
Kind of hard.
I think they were doing something like they said they were going to do like a spinoff with Jen Affleck and Whitney, and I'm just like, yeah,
Nobody
well,
cares.
Guess what? I'm not watching that show. See you, dude.
So she going to jail?
No.
Why is she going to
This
go
was,
to jail?
this was an old video.
This is the thing. This is a little bit of the controversy with it. Everybody already knew about this, including ABC. Everybody knew about it. It literally was the first episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. The only difference was the video. Like, but we all knew there was a disastrous video. She got arrested. They stopped filming the first season because of this.
Yes.
Right.
And then they rehashed it after she had been through jail. She had all the rehab. She had
so she
gotten
already
yes. So this is all like that thing is like
This is like from 2023.
it's being introduced to everybody, but it's literally part of the storyline of the show. And that what happened is there's a big cussy battle between her and the baby daddy, and people are wondering who leaked this. Like, why is this out there? Right. You know, because it was already public knowledge. It just wasn't for public consumption.
My question is if it's old and they've moved on, why is it such a big deal now?
Because video changes.
So
things. It's the same
The
thing
video
happened-
is really
even
bad.
if it's
The
old,
video is
no,
very
it
bad.
is bad. It's
The
terrible.
same thing happened with Ray Rice. Remember, Ray Rice got suspended 2 games the first time, and then the video got leaked. He was done.
Yeah.
You know,
I think he was done more because
he wasn't very good anymore.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he wouldn't have been out of the league.
Right.
So
Man.
I don't know. And then there's like, but people are saying like she might get sued because, you know, there's a lot of commercials and whatnot that, you know, Bachelor's a big moneymaker for him, apparently. I haven't watched it, but, you know, I'm more of a Mormon Wives type of guy.
And I'm not going to lie. I know it's not right, and I don't agree with what she did, but her season looked good.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it
tough.
did. She's so polarizing.
She's Leroy. I mean this, you know, as sensitively as I can.
Yes.
She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
She is.
She is. She, like,
Yeah.
but unfortunately,
that's good for TV.
that's great for TV.
It is.
She is. She's legitimately like she is like the Luka Doncic of reality TV right now. She's just the young sensation. She's like Wemby. She's a disaster. Like, and without her, there's nothing.
Right.
Without her,
but the thing is that we all are attracted to the craziness on these shows, and then when the craziness becomes real, then everybody wants to act like they're turned off by it, but you're really not.
yeah, you're not.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't like watching.
Like, so
why would I want to watch the open?
Why are we so phony with this?
Why would I
Well,
want?
that's a lot of people's like.
Yeah, I don't want the picturesque
Gripe.
lives of Mormon wives. I want the secret lives of Mormon wives.
Well, it's the secret lives. That's why they're like, okay, yeah, secret. But can I just say, she's bat bleep crazy.
She's
no, she is.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. Is it because she lives in Utah? What is it?
I think she's got a bad upbringing. I think she's just got some things that are not all the way there. And I think also, she had addiction stuff as well. And so did this person that she's now having a falling out with. They met in rehab. So
they tell you not to do that.
Yeah, they tell you not to do
That's
that.
like one of the number one rules.
Well, because it's like two people that didn't have
Yeah.
to get out. They go back to their old ways because you don't have anybody with any support.
So anyway, Andy Cohen, if we can get the Mike McDaniel Tua reunion, I would love that. I don't know if they played. Do they play this year? San Diego and Atlanta? I wonder if they play. I don't know. That'd be fun. Anyway, we'll take a break. Mixed bag coming up next. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Man, I was looking forward
Yeah.
to our 1017 chats.
No hobnobbing today for Leroy.
Yeah.
He had the
Leroy, I'm sorry. I've been telling you my issue for the last couple of
No, I
weeks.
know. I didn't know how long. And I don't even know where your sidekick is.
Yeah, where is she?
Listen, that's a whole other story for not on air.
All right.
Hey,
Uh,
I know what's up.
But
what is on
I'll
there?
see you Thursday.
What is on air is the mixed bag, because it is
Yeah.
time, ladies and gentlemen, on this lovely, lovely Tuesday to bask in the mixed bagness that is the mixed bag. I don't know.
I was ready. I have a hotkey for it.
No, Kim, that -1?
For what?
Why?
Did you just hear what he just said?
He was trying. I think he was trying to buy me time because he didn't think I had the bed ready. But I have a hotkey for it, so I was just waiting.
Just making sure. I don't want to
I
leave
appreciate it. I
out.
do. I really do.
I was just,
You were-
I
you
didn't want to leave
just-
out to dry.
Oh, okay. So
I do
now-
appreciate you.
Okay.
What
But
did
don't
he say?
My bad.
the mixed bag
My bad. I wasn't radioing.
because I made a hotkey.
You rarely are.
I mean, wow.
The Miami Heat, they stunk up the joint yesterday. Here was Norman Powell after the game.
I mean, I don't think it matters as a team. I think we just, when the going gets tough, we let go of the rope. Yeah, I think that's what happens when we have losses like this. We get hit, get some adversity, miss some shots, and then just everybody starts worrying about what happened on offense, and then teams take advantage of it and keep punishing us. But yeah, when we get hit, we continue to fold.
Listen, I know Norman Powell won a championship with Toronto, but sometimes you ever hear of like projecting your own problems onto everybody else? Because that's what that feels like, you know, because
Yep, there it is.
that's what happens.
Well,
when-
we need our music.
The Ole Twins. Tyler Herro, Norman Powell, leaving a clear path to the rim. Ole.
Notice how Tyler has a little purple and pink in his, so he tried to flash that
Yeah,
up
he
a little
does.
bit.
Well done by Dane South. Smollett. Schmieden says, who knew the W in Powell stands for wah? Dude, I saw first of all, I haven't even talked about this very much yesterday. That Peacock broadcast yesterday, wow, was it bad? I mean, they stink. Austin Rivers.
Can
and
I
the
ask a
other guy-
question? Nobody cares what they have to say on the end of the bench.
Why are they there?
Why are they sitting there?
That's so
and
awkward.
Then he just starts talking to one of the San Antonio players. He got up.
How about
He got up.
the other guy who's sitting there right by Bam, who's got the towel over his head, miserable down 30, goes, I don't know how they're going to recover from this one, Mike. Right here. There's a reason a broadcast booth has been a broadcast booth.
But here's the kicker. They paid so much money. The NBA said, go ahead, put a couple guys on there.
There's no way they can like that. There's no way.
But why did he start talking to the guy?
I don't
I
know.
know they told Austin. I know they told you.
Austin Rivers is a huge liar, too, because he went on Ryan Russillo's podcast and he goes, I'll be impressed if Bam scores 30 against Wemby, which he's already done this year, by the way. Look, Bam got killed. It was his worst plus minus of the season. It's not like he was any great shakes yesterday either. Nobody was. But he's like, he then says on the broadcast, oh, I got some flack for fans that said score 50 against Wemby. It's like, no. You didn't say 50. You said 30. Now you're changing it up. Stop doing that. All right. And why does Bam keep having to put up performances to prove he just had a 30-20 game. Oh,
Right.
do this against Wemby. Then I'll accept your 83 points. Go to hell. Anyway, Heat stunk. Doesn't matter. They've lost 5 straight. They're all a disaster. And Nolan Powell's being a crybaby. Matt Tkachuk.
Being a crybaby, but you know, if he stayed in front of somebody, it would be less crying.
Mac to Man says, I was surrounded by Spurs fans yesterday, similar to the Warriors game. Yikes. Listen, hey, they got that Wembanyama. He's going to be bringing in a lot of Spurs fans. Did you see what happened with that Spurs fan, by the way, this weekend?
No.
I'll show you during the break.
Oh.
Crazy. Paul Maurice, 2,000 games tonight when they coach against the Kraken. Here's what the wise champion coach of the Panthers had to say.
Hadn't thought about it, truly. There's a great quote from Mike Keenan that says it's not whether you've won or lost, it's whether you're winning or losing. It kind of predicts where your mood is. I'm not in a particularly good mood. But I'd share with you this morning, unbeknownst to myself, they had a video in here with the players. It was wonderful. They had some people on there that I hadn't seen in a long time that I don't know that you forget you worked with or you forget you coached with, but oh God. And then there were some pictures with lots of hair and 30 pounds heavier and bad ties. I think I've probably still maintained that, but it was wonderful, actually. So well done. And it was the first time I thought I felt it a little bit. So maybe I'll have a better answer for you tomorrow. I just haven't thought about it. And then maybe I'll let it sit a day.
Only the second coach in NHL history coached that many games.
Really?
Yep.
Who's the other one? The guy that coached the Red Wings?
Yes.
What was his name?
I don't know. Hockey question from Leroy.
Hockey question again.
Such a bastard.
Who's the guy that coached the Red Wings forever?
Leroy Google.
Most games in NHL.
I think it was Lenny Puck.
I want to Lenny Puck you right now. Most.
Oh, man. Speaking of coaches who have no head coaching games under their belt yet, Jeff Hafley. Well, pro coaching games. He was at Pro Day yesterday, and this is what he had to say about being at Hurricanes Pro Day.
Obviously, the success that Miami had this year on the field, and to see so many of the good players that they had, the guys that are out here working hard today, getting ready to do their drills, running their 40s, seeing Coach Cristobal and the staff. Jason Taylor, spent a lot of time with him today. It's just really cool to be able to come, right down the street to be here. So looking forward to seeing the drills, but it's just cool to be part of it.
Yeah, hanging out with Jason Taylor, talking about Rueben Bain, Coach Hafley. Could be something. Could be nothing. Could be nothing. Could be nothing.
Scotty Bowman.
It said Scotty Bowman there, but I didn't know if that was the guy.
I remember. I did. He did coach the Red Wings. See, I knew.
Good for you.
Yeah,
one time we did talk Red Wings though, and you
Did
thought
you
we were
know?
talking about Pistons. That did happen.
Mm-hmm.
We were at Live. I recall. I'll never forget that day. Hafley also talked about some of the guys around Miami coming to the Dolphins facility soon.
We're fortunate, right? You said we're right down the street. We'll have a lot of local days where these guys will come up to the office. We'll be able to have dinner with them, meet with them, talk with them. But the more you can get to know them and really understand what you're getting really off the field, and that's really important to us.
Yeah. Go take Rueben Bain to Joe Stonecraft's. Yeah. That was creepy.
It was very creepy.
Sorry, I apologize.
You're making it weird, man.
Making it weird.
For making it weird.
I think he may be second in all-time wins.
No. Why'd you double down?
That's what he does. You got to just move on. Don't let him linger.
Oh, man. Speaking of horny people, this Luke Cornett yesterday killed Kalel Ware. Such a bastard. I hated that guy. I was like, oh, look at this guy.
Isn't he like the opposite of a horny person?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, this reminded me because he's so unhorny, Luke Cornett. Luke Cornett. I'll take my minus one. I apologize.
-1.
What are you doing?
For making it weird.
If I would have said something like that, you know what you would say?
What?
Oh, it's after lunch. You might be hungry. That's what you would say.
Oh, man.
Are you still eating those gummies?
No, I'm done.
Nikola Roziervich says, Ware's been off, man. He's 21, so it's okay, but sometimes he goes through the motions. I don't think he's healthy since he hurt his shoulder. I think that shoulder injury messed him up.
There's a different circumstance you have to learn how to play through. You have to learn how to play through being tired. And you have to learn how to play through being banged up.
Mm.
When you're young and you've never been hurt, it sometimes it takes you a while how to manage and get through it because you're still amongst the top 0.1% of your craft.
Right.
So, like, even injured, you can do more than most.
Hey, baseball is back. Opening night live on Netflix this Wednesday, March 25th. Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees take on Rafael Devers and the San Francisco Giants. MLB opening night, Yankees, Giants live on Netflix, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Going to talk a little Marlins later on this hour with Craig Mish. Stay tuned for that. Getting you ready for opening day. Looking forward to it. The Marlins season getting underway. Let's get to our headlines. Brought to us by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com as the Panthers are back on the ice tonight, taking on the Seattle Kraken. Cool name, objectively. It's a cool name.
That is a cool name.
I like it. Let's see if anybody's well, I mean everybody's hurt, but let's see if I got a starter for tonight. Bob. Looks like Bob's in net. Oh no, Jameson Alfson, here's my guess. No, Bob is in net. Sorry, I apologize. Bob is in net tonight. He's just giving us a lineup. It looks like Luster. God, I don't even recognize it. What do we got here for who the hell is Benning? Who is that guy? Who are these? Who the hell is Foot?
Foot.
I don't know anybody on, dude. I don't know anybody on the third and fourth line. Strangers.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when your whole team gets hurt.
We got Lusty on the front line with Boquist. Oh my God.
Hey, so question.
Everybody's hurt.
Just out of curiosity.
Where are our Panthers?
Guess what Rodriguez.
Mock draft says.
Okay.
Titans taking Jeremiah Love.
Who's mock draft?
I don't know. I just look up top.
Who's mock
Well, that's Good Morning Footballs.
Yeah, well, people are saying Jeremiah Love is people are saying he's the number one player in the draft. He's that, like, they think he's that can't miss. It's just a question of like how early will people take a running back?
Right.
You know?
Good.
They got Pollard. I mean, he's a little long in the tooth.
Little long.
It's a little long in the tooth.
I don't know when. I'm trying to figure out when they started saying that, because my last 2 years were really good.
Yeah, they don't make them like they used to, dude.
No,
You know?
but I'm just like I don't like. I was oblivious to the comments about me.
I think Todd Gurley ruined it.
They gave him $60 million, and they knew he was bone on bone.
Yeah, I saw him at a PFL fight the next week. I was like, "Hey, should you be playing right now?"
No.
It's like I own the PFL, and I'm like, "You certainly have enough money to." So coming out, they're going to draft a running back. Better place to do it. 11. More responsible.
Not really.
More responsible.
Because the last running back to go for was Bijan. He was really good.
Did Bijan go for? I think when did Genty go? I think Genty went early.
Genty went early. Bijan went early.
Let's see. 5'8". All right. Genty went 6th.
Bijan went 4, I think. Same spot.
8th.
8th?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was wrong.
It's okay. Happens.
That's like being number 1.
Not to me, but
And
it happens. Yesterday, Matthew Tkachuk met Tiger Woods. You want to hear what he had to say about it?
He's a cool dude. I met him.
Yeah, small flex.
No.
Cool moment there with you and Tiger. What did he say when he saw the medal? He thought it was pretty cool. I obviously thought it was really cool meeting him, and honestly just shooting the shit. We were just hanging out and talking about this and talking about because I knew that he was a big part of it, but I didn't know he like invented the idea. So that was really cool, and just meeting the rest of the guys, they're all so nice. And for a big event like this for them to take a few minutes to talk to me was cool.
That was him at the TGL. Is that what that is? It's called the thing in Jupiter.
He's playing tonight.
Oh,
he's back.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to go to that? You have any interest in going to that?
Dude,
it's far.
Can I just tell you, there's only one guy that I'm going to go to the golf course to watch, and that's next year, and that's Jason.
Okay.
Other than that,
you don't like watching people like that.
I don't like. I love to golf. I don't like watching other people golf unless I'm taking a nap on my couch. So to go to a golf tournament, right? Just and then it's not even real golf. They're hitting into a screen. No, I'm out.
Into a screen.
Out.
What'd you say, Jennifer?
Nothing else, just being annoying.
It kind of seemed like you were scoffing at Leroy.
For what?
I
Seemed
wasn't.
It was a scoff face.
No.
You would agree, Brittany, right? It looked like she was scoffing at him.
Yeah, I thought that's
what I thought you were doing
what
too.
you were doing.
Wow.
No.
Sorry that happened to you.
I'm gonna just say this, Jennifer.
I said into a screen. That's all I said.
I don't. I think.
Listen, you're just gonna say something because you miss me hobnobbing in the studio with you.
No, there's no like
For hobnobbery.
You know, I do the once around, and the people that come talk to me, I don't want to talk to.
Right.
Well, that's why you miss her.
Oh, but let me tell you, what you not here. Oh, the Wonder Twins are getting the business. Thing 1 and thing 2.
I gotta go apologize to them. They have names. They have names.
I know.
You don't know them.
Know
You don't know the names. We know.
He does not know the name.
Leroy don't know his coworkers.
Wait. You know what? Damn the 3 of you, because as soon as I said that, I mean, Tobin's like,
come on. Come on. They ain't even twins. How about that?
No, I know they're not twins. I can tell them apart.
You can't.
Driver and non-driver. One doesn't have a license, and the other one doesn't drive on highways.
Not the only twins we've learned about today.
True.
He gets so excited every time.
He's trying to deflect because he doesn't know the girls' names.
I didn't do that.
See, that was Tobin teeing you up.
Mm-hmm.
And you were talking crap about him earlier.
De'Aaron Fox is like, woo! Look at this, boys. He's like, hey, Harper, you want to turn? Here, you. Castle, you want to turn? Hey, do the thing where we throw up to Wemby. Crack. The Ole Twins. What a night.
Coming to an arena near you.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, if one of them doesn't get hurt.
If they travel with the team.
No, well, when one of them gets hurt, we're good. That's fine. It's just when they play together, just chalk it up as a loss. It's automatic now. They don't work. It doesn't work.
I mean,
how many more games do I need?
And Bam and Kalel work. See, I think when Bam's on the floor with Kalel, right, he keeps Kalel in line.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
When he's not and he's sitting on the bench, Kalel gets a little lazy.
Patty pants.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit. Tate Sops has got to start throwing roses on the court.
Look how serious. I mean, we could have did like Brooks Koepka and just put 2 parking cones on top.
That's
right?
how it all started.
That's how it all started.
That's how it all started. It went from parking cones to the valet twins to the Ole twins.
What's next? What uniform is next?
I don't know.
know.
They'll find new jobs.
Yeah.
They'll find new jobs. Maybe just ticket taker of the movies.
Neither one of them is defense.
Nope.
Like every job in the world except defense.
Don't hire them for TSA.
Yeah.
They'll let you right through. Unless you're Brittany, you want to get to the
Power
flight in 3
Hero
seconds.
backcourt works on 0 teams.
I don't know how you do that, girl.
Oh, man. What a time.
The gaslighting to relive Bam is so impressive.
Take your time.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what he's trying to say.
He's saying
says,
Bam had the worst plus minus. He had his worst plus minus of the season last night.
Yeah,
He was -26.
I mean, listen. When you lose by what? What did they lose by 26?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm gonna guess that everybody had a negative plus minus, and the guys who had the highest plus minus played the most minutes. Why is that so hard to figure out? I don't like plus minus. Plus minus is a skewed number because it doesn't necessarily mean you win or lose. Like sometimes you go to that second unit and they're terrible, and then you put the starters back in, and that means all those guys are going to have a bad plus minus.
Wembanyama was awesome yesterday.
He was awesome, and
he
first of all,
absolutely throttled Bam.
he can tippy toe dunk.
Everybody.
He can tippy toe dunk. He don't even have to jump.
By the way, we didn't know that he was going to start an MVP campaign for himself after the game. Because I have an announcement to make. Oh, what do you have to say, Wemby? I am the MVP. Like we used to, Kevin Durant used to, when he won the MVP, he gave his mom the flowers. He's like, "You're the real MVP."
Right.
Victor Wembanyama, he wanted to make an announcement. So he goes, "Excuse me, everybody. Welcome. I just want to let you know. I know you guys are all saying SGA is the MVP, but you're loud wrong. It's me, Wembanyama. I'm the MVP. Thank you. Thank you for your time and attention to this matter." Crazy yesterday, dude.
I kind of like, I'm watching this video from Bain, and I like the way I almost think that he's going to play more outside and play like who was last year for the Dolphins?
JP?
No, the outside.
Bradley Chubb?
Bradley Chubb, where he dropped off sometimes, and
So
I just watched some stuff.
Are you saying you're warming up to the idea?
No. It's not a good move. If you end up with him,
It's not a bad move.
If you end up with him, it'd be great. But I'm not trading up. You're not in a position to trade up.
Actually, we are in a position.
You're not in a position to trade up. You need too many pieces. You need too many pieces.
One piece that's for sure going to work.
Great. Wait. First of all, understand this in drafting. Nothing's 100%. So when you go into it for that, you want numbers. So having 2 first rounders gives you a better chance to have a first round success. It's playing the numbers. I don't know why you.
I am playing the numbers.
No, you're not playing.
I am playing the
numbers.
numbers.
No, because you're doing
a shell
this
game.
because he played for the
part of
Dolphins.
it.
You're making it a guarantee that he's going to be good.
I won't say that I'm not doing that, but I feel strongly in my guarantee.
Who's the last guy you guaranteed?
I haven't guaranteed in a while.
Tua.
No, I didn't guarantee that. I did want Tua.
And what did the football guy say?
The football guy said, "Don't do it."
Why? Only reason why.
Hip.
Right.
Rueben Bain doesn't have any injuries.
Okay. But what I say to you is this. Don't start a career with an injury and to be mad when he has injury problems.
Well, Tua said today his best football's ahead of him.
Sure it is. Well, I mean, did he mean his best football or his best checks?
I don't know.
Okay.
Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. So we got to talk about this before we get out of here today, Leroy. We got to bring you some base.
That cheesesteak was
quite tasty.
It had it was on the La Spada's level as far as meat.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You got a cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak?
I took it from Solana.
You took it from him?
He said, "Give me that cheesesteak."
He says, "Let's wait till we get zip video with Hawk here." I said,
That's something that you would do.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this story yesterday? We were texting back and forth about it. One of the craziest headlines I've ever seen in my life, quite frankly.
Oh no.
And it was from Fox 5 DC. A professional cornhole player with no arms and legs has been accused of murder in Charles County. And I think we all had the same reaction to it, which was, excuse me?
Well, it's funny because Hawk told me the headline yesterday, and I go, how does he even play cornhole? He was like, that's what you're worried about. You're not worried about the murder.
It is. It was one of the thoughts that came to mind. And then
was he like throwing like?
Oh, he does like the two. He's got like he's got like a thing. Well, that's. I mean, listen. If he's a
Tobin.
What? Oh, come on.
Your demonstration.
What do you want me to do? There's a -1.
I don't know.
Why? The guy might have murdered somebody.
When you
I
start
know.
off with saying he has
-1.
no arms or legs, and then you ask, how did he throw the cornhole?
You did ask for a demonstration,
right? So it's your fault, Brittany.
Brittany.
So
It's Brittany. Wait, did you not ask?
You did ask.
I didn't ask. It was hypothetical.
Well, okay, so he said.
You know what? Go ahead. Just go ahead and continue demonstration. Let's see it, Tobin.
He can. Oh,
The worst. The absolute worst.
Is that
I bet you. I know something he can't do. Curling.
Count him out.
Oh my
Apparently,
God.
allegedly,
That's
he
really
shot a
bad.
gun.
Lord.
Which that was the one where I was like,
how do you shoot a gun?
He
They-
shot
their
a
video.
gun.
That's when I sent you videos, and I
I
sent you
know.
a video of him
Have you seen
climbing
that
a
one?
ladder too, with
I'm still
a
confused
whole
by that
gun
one.
on his back.
Yeah, I'm still confused by that one. I don't understand how he, I don't know how he does it. Dayton James Weber
You just
of
got a -1
Plaza,
for demonstration.
Maryland.
-1 for demonstration.
He said he has been, he was arraigned in district court in Maryland of Charles County after being located in Charlottesville, Virginia, arrested following the fatal shooting of 27-year-old Bradrick Michael Wells, according to court documents. According to the documents signed by the detective, Weber is formally charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, assault of the first degree, and use of a firearm. According to the statement and charges filed, Dayton Weber picked up 2 witnesses from work in a vehicle with Bradrick Wells already in the front passenger seat. The documents state that while driving, an argument broke out between Weber and Wales. Witnesses identified the charging documents as W1 and W2 told police that Weber pulled out a firearm and shot Wells twice in the head during an argument. The statement charges Weber then pulled over the vehicle and asked the passengers to remove Wells from the car, which they refused. The 2 witnesses exited the vehicles and flagged down a police officer while Weber drove off with Wells still in the car. This is crazy.
So wait, whoa.
He was driving.
Leroy? Wait, who was driving?
The
No.
cornhole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You didn't say he pulled over and told them to throw the body out, and they said no.
Fox 5 says, what we don't know, police have not explained how Weber was able to drive the car
Yes!
or fire a weapon.
Yes! We all have questions. Go wait, real investigative work there.
I want to know how much
Well,
time
there is
this all took place in. Like,
Well, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like the friends who were there for the shooting, allegedly, they flagged down police to go get him. I don't know how he did it. It says that he underwent quadruple amputation as a baby after a blood infection, according to reports. He's a professional cornhole player of the American Cornhole League, which has been on ESPN since 2016. He said back in that time, quote, "That's one of the great things about our sport, how accessible it is. Anyone can play because if you want to put your mind to it, you can put in the time and practice and become competitive." Crazy.
I mean, he was the cornhole.
minus
That's what you call it? No.
-1.
No.
We're gonna get canceled.
Why?
We are getting canceled.
He's accused of murder.
The old love cornhole. No, I don't.
I understand. Listen, you've had a very tough, this is a very tough life. He's probably had to go through a lot of things. However, is murder not murder?
Definitely.
No, it is.
Like,
It is.
I
mean,
shouldn't
listen.
sensitivities be put to the side a little bit?
Hey, I was more amazed that, he wasn't going to run.
We didn't have to.
I mean, not run physically. I mean, escape. Where, could you imagine the APB on that?
-1.
He's not getting very far away. Where's he going to go hide?
Well, he has a car.
Yeah, okay. He
What
can't
car was it?
do like normal criminals and ditch the car.
He's a
And
professional athlete. We don't know what he
professional athlete.
can do. Yeah.
Right now, if he left right now, he gets to the street like that.
Leroy.
-1.
Why? He's accused of murder.
I'm trying so hard to keep this.
I'm stating facts. If he did something in this building and made a run for it, he'd get to the street light by Tuesday.
I bet you.
How's he going to lose?
I bet you.
Cops, which way did he go? That way.
I bet you he's faster than you think. I've seen guys who could they've gone and wrestled without legs before. It's very impressive.
No, hold on. They move fast.
Mhm.
They don't cover a lot of distance.
They cover enough to win.
Really? Really? Can I ask you a question?
Hmm?
Ever since Tommy could run,
Yeah.
has he ever outran you?
The
No.
Tobins don't run far.
The Tobins don't run far.
We're not a family of runners. Answer my question.
We don't do marathons.
Marathons?
I'm not gonna say this is a group chat conversation on there. Oh no, we had this with visual aid yesterday.
Yes.
We did.
Because
I can only imagine.
Because
what
think
that was
about it.
like.
I said the same thing everybody else. No way. No way. Now, I
No,
tell you,
my
it's-
favorite part was you're like, excuse me?
yes. But so here, you want to know what's crazy?
I'm sweating, guys.
I played.
Wait, put Tobin full screen.
I played with
What is he
a.
gonna do? Oh yeah, I sent this video because you guys needed a visual of how he does things, how he operates.
Crazy, dude.
He's climbing. I think it was 15 feet, right?
It's a big ladder.
I think it's
not
Yeah.
nothing.
I think it was 15. Yeah, 15-foot ladder stand. Yeah.
So here's the deal. When I was a kid, you remember the show That's Incredible?
Yeah.
I remember watching a kid throw with one arm, right? I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. I went to Michigan, right? And guess who was there?
I sent that video when he said, "How does he even shoot a gun?" So I sent the
Right.
video.
The Jim Abbott.
Yeah, Jim Abbott.
Yeah, I went to school with him.
Mhm.
He's got a no-hitter in Major
No-no.
League Baseball.
Yep.
So
And he's got a couple hits.
yeah, no.
He does. Jim Abbott has hits. I'm not doing a bit. Swear to God, look
Alright.
it up. I think it's against the same guy too. They were infield hits. Hits nonetheless. What?
Didn't quite have the power to get in.
It's your friend, not mine.
What are you doing?
Speaking of baseball, Miami Marlins season begins on Friday. We're going to get you ready for it. Craig Mish, you're going to catch him on the broadcast this year on Miami Marlins television. He's going to be a studio host and reporter for the broadcast. Nobody knows this team backwards and forwards like Craig Mish. He joins us next.
Where am I going to watch?
Roy, man, we're very proud of. Right? Don't embarrass us.
I'm sorry. You had me over at the damn window.
Well, we're trying to get the weather. We're very proud of you. You're going to be able to see him this year on the Marlins broadcast once again. As the Marlins are doing their own broadcast here. Marlins.tv is where you guys can go subscribe to watch. It's $19.99 a month. They're running a deal right now for an annual pass, too. You guys can go check that out. But you'll be able to see Craig Mish as one of their hosts and reporters this season, all season, during this Marlins year, which gets going underway on Friday. Craig, thanks for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it. Good to catch up with you guys.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while.
It has.
Where was that hotel we used to go to and do post game?
The Newport. The Newport.
The Newport, man.
Yep.
Craig, are you excited about this new in-house operation with the Marlins and what you guys are going to be bringing to coverage this year?
Yeah, I really am, Brendan. I think it's going to be great for everybody. I've been in a lot of the conversations, obviously, with all the different broadcast little tricks that we have up our sleeve here for the season, the graphics, and just the way that we're going to be broadcasting. I think that people are really going to enjoy this season more than they have ever before, because I think that we're going to be adding so much more to the table on Marlins TV. You know, I've met several times with Major League Baseball and everybody involved with the production team. And I know that there are a lot of folks out there that don't really know, like, hey, how am I going to watch the games? Where am I going to watch the games? All that announcement is going to be coming on Thursday. But I assure everyone out there, a couple of things. The first thing is that if you watched it previously on Comcast, DirecTV, or anywhere else, you're going to be able to watch it exactly the same way. Excuse me. But if you have YouTube TV and you need to purchase the package, just like you did with Bally's, Brendan, you got to do the same thing. You just buy it for $99, or you can buy it for $20 a month. And if you buy the entire package for $99, you also get 2 free tickets to any game in April. So it's basically like you're getting it almost free anyway. So I hope to see everybody, of course, out to the park opening day. But yes, I'm very excited to be on almost all of the home broadcasts this season for the Marlins this year. Should be fun.
Well, listen, man, nobody boots on the ground covers this team better than you have. That's for damn sure. How much of a blow, though, is it losing Kyle Stowers? That is a bummer. He was awesome last year. A lot of talent in that outfield, but not having Stowers for at least it seems like maybe a month. Can they handle that out of the gate?
Well, look, I mean, they're going to have to do it by committee, which is what they did last September when he missed September, and they did very well without him there. But look, I think it's obvious that that's a major blow to the start of the season. The good news is, at least for the first several games, if the Marlins do what they're supposed to do, they're supposed to beat up on Colorado and they're supposed to beat up on the White Sox. And so provided that happens, regardless of what happens, I think the rest of the month, the goal always is to make the postseason. But as long as you're treading water, I mean, they got right down to the end last season within a game or two of maybe even making the playoffs. So, Brendan, it's going to be tough. There's no question, but they're going to have to get better performances this season from some of their players. They'll look toward a healthy Griffin Conine. They'll look toward Connor Norby, who I think is going to play a lot of different positions this season. And hopefully those guys can pick up the slack while he is out. But from what I understand, this is not like a 3-month thing or anything like that. But I think the reason why they gave this timeline, guys, is because the first time they gave the timeline, he missed a couple of weeks. It seems like it reoccurred. I think they have to make sure they get it right this time.
Craig, is this like the perfect time for all of like what you're doing and the Marlins, how they're promoting this team? Is this the perfect time to do it with a lot of young players, guys that, fans will be able to see and think will be around for a while? Because they're a really young team. And a lot of times in years past, you fall in love with somebody and he's gone. Is this kind of a team that you're going to be able to follow because they're so young and they may be around longer than they have been in years past?
Well, Leroy, the thing is following the Marlins as long as I have, and I've been to every opening day but one, and I've been to games every single season since 1993. I think this is the first time since those days that Brendan will remember in the past where Dan Ugla and Hanley Ramirez and Miguel Cabrera, like they brought up all those kids. They were more or less either traded for or homegrown. But Leroy, they developed offensive players back then. And then they developed Christian Yelich and they developed Marcell Ozuna and Giancarlo Stanton. So those were the two waves of offensive players, Leroy. But think about it since then. there hasn't been anyone, like they've made a lot of trades and they've made a lot of effort and they've tried, but they just did not succeed. Now, all of a sudden, to your point, Leroy, here's why. They have Jakob Marsee, who came on bananas last year.
Right.
Augustin Ramirez, offensively, looks like he could be a player. You mentioned Stowers, who, of course, came over in the trade. Nobody expected him to be developed offensively. And then they found this kid, Roberto Hernandez, who I think is going to be very good for them this season and play a lot more. So if you're asking me, Leroy, on the buy-in on that, from that perspective, it's because I think we finally see the organization developing players with the bats. And we know, as good as pitching is, what is going to make people want to come see games?
Home runs,
right?
Yeah,
Gotta have some runs. It's great that Sandy and Yuri and Max Meyer, all these guys are giving up 1 run a game. That'll get you home early, but you got to score some runs in order to get people there. So that would be the reason why I think so.
Craig, what's been the buzz on Owen Casey? Like, they make the Cabrera trade, which I was fine with because look, he's a very talented guy. I don't know if I trust that he's going to keep that up because of injuries and consistency. Right. So what's the hope on Owen Casey? Do they think he's going to start this year? Platoon? Has he looked good in the spring? He spent a little time with Canada as well. So what's the buzz on him?
Still very much to be determined. I think we saw in the World Baseball Classic the kind of power that this kid has. I would guess that this season you're going to see some of the longest home runs ever hit by a left-handed hitter with him because he's got that kind of power. But it would be foolish for me to just go ahead and say that a young player, a player in his, really think about his first full-time playing time, is going to have a fantastic season. I don't know the answer to that, but I definitely think it's a good question, Brendan, because he's a more critical piece to what they're trying to do offensively. I like what I saw. I was out there Saturday watching him take some live at-bats against some of the pitching, and this dude was just crushing it off the wall and out of Jupiter. So I'm not going to get too high or too low on a player like this because I've seen rookies come and go before, but they obviously are optimistic that he can be a player or else they wouldn't have made that trade.
Craig, give us a guy who may just come out from nowhere. Like that guy who, he's working his way through the system, or they have high praise for him, but he's not quite there yet. Somebody who could show up during the course of a season and they go, wow, we got another young player.
Yeah, I'm going to give you somebody that's going to play on the team right now. I'm going to do that because while the system is very good, you just never know what can happen over the course of the summer. So it's hard for me to predict when they're going to call up Joe Mack or, some of these young catchers. They have a couple of pitchers on the way too. Robbie Snelling is another name. But I'm not going to do that because they're not going to start the season with the big league team. I'm going to give you somebody opening day that is probably in their lineup, the 7th or 8th guy that would get mentioned, but I think has a chance to really be special. He's their third baseman. His name is Graham Pauley. He is known as a glove-first player. He's probably one of the best defensive third basemen in the National League, which is why he earned a lot of playing time last year, even in some spots over Connor Norby. But I really think that the bat is going to come around this season. And, I'm not going to call him Manny Machado, but this is the guy that he learned from and trained with in San Diego before he came to the Marlins. And he said in talking to Machado, he was always just worried about hitting the ball. Machado was like, listen, if you're going to stay, you can make it to the big leagues with your bat, but you're not going to stay there unless you play Gold Glove defense. This is a guy that, against especially right-handed pitchers, Leroy, I think that we'll be talking about him this season as somebody that you can say, hey, this is the third baseman of the Marlins moving forward.
So it'll be key. I mean, and you'll probably talk about this too, is if he does actually hit the ball. Yeah, and we're going to talk about his defense. You're going to say the development of how they develop hitters in this program or in this organization as of now. And he's going to be like the true test of, hey, these guys are developing hitters.
Yeah, I mean, yes, he's just another one of those guys that it was the last 6 or 7 years we saw so many players, Leroy, come through the system via trade or even via draft that just didn't work out. We just got to call it what it is. And now we're starting to see that. So I can be optimistic in that sense. In the past, I could hope for all those guys they got in the Yelich deal or some of the other deals would have worked out. I can hope for that. And we can sit here and once they get a hit, we could say they're going to be amazing, but that's just not the case.
Right.
I mean, because that's what we did when that was going on, and it was nonsense.
Really
But
hope
now,
somebody
but now,
ideas.
but yeah, I mean, no disrespect to any of them, it just none of them worked out. But you saw good full season offensive numbers or half season offensive numbers from a lot of those players for the
Yeah.
first time since those days. So Paulie, yes, Leroy, to answer your question, he falls in line with those.
Do you feel like if we were to pump somebody's tires the most, though, does Marsee feel like the guy who could be the most special? Because he did really he was really impressive last year, Craig. And
Yeah.
I think like that I'm not used to that. Like they make a trade for an offensive guy and it's like boom, it clicks right away. And it's been a while. So do you feel like there's the potential's there for him maybe more than anybody else?
I think because he's probably the most exciting player. I think that if he just did it with his bat or with his glove, then we would say he's a good player. But the fact that I think that they have very high expectations on him stealing, Brendan, I'm not talking about 10, 20 bases, like 30, 40, 50 bases this season. That's the kind of guy that they think that he could be. So, I'm not going to put any comps on a player like that because we haven't seen it. But look, he came up, he was fantastic. Augustin Ramirez came up, he was fantastic offensively too. Then naturally the pitchers start to figure you out a little bit. You got to make the adjustments. But he's one of those players, and Francisco Cervelli said it with Team Italy, that he thinks that the Marlins have an all-star there. And Cervelli played with the Marlins a few years ago too, so I'll take his word.
Is that the biggest kind of transition? You get off to a good start, and then they start game planning, and the pitchers start studying, film on you, and then you get pitched to instead of just pitches thrown at you. Is that the biggest thing to kind of transition from when you have early success?
Yeah, I mean, Leroy, you know this, from the NFL. I mean, the advanced scouting in all sports there right now, baseball, football, basketball, hockey, is out of this world. I mean, halfway through the NFL season, after a couple of weeks, we thought Rico Dowdle was going to lead the league in rushing until they thought, oh, wait a second, Rico Dowdle's getting the ball 25 times, rushing for 100 yards a game. Maybe we ought to stop this guy. The same thing goes on in baseball. They have these meetings before the games. The catchers sit in the meetings with the pitchers and the coaches, and they say, okay, this is what they like to do. This is where he succeeded. You could do anything else you want. You can't do this. Take this away. And then all of a sudden the adjustments come in. So Leroy, it's not just baseball. It is all sports. The amount of money that goes into advanced scouting and technology from every club right now is off the charts. And it's why it's so hard to succeed consistently as a young player because it's full of adjustments.
How's been the mood of Sandy going into this year? This so much around him always. People think, oh, was this going to be the last start for him? But has he been more relaxed this year, less pressure? I know he got to be around the World Baseball Classic too a little bit, but what have you made of, I guess, his mindset going into the season?
Yeah, look, I've known him longer than probably any of the players in the organization, even going back to his days in St. Louis. And, he seems like he's in good headspace. I think going through what he went through last year with the struggles and then the trade talk, Brendan, I think at this point he is kind of like, I want to stay in Miami, but look, I'm good with everything. It's a business. I understand this is the nature of what it is. I don't think there's any doubt that he's going to have a better year than he had last year, especially the first 4 months of the season. He would tell you that he was nowhere close to where he was. But as you can see, coming back from Tommy John surgery is extremely difficult. You think about his Cy Young season, and you think about the other guy who was maybe the best pitcher in the National League at the time, Spencer Strider. I mean, Strider couldn't get right. Now he's back on the injured list again, probably overcompensating with an oblique injury. So it takes a second year, I think, to fully come back from it. And I do think that you're going to get the Sandy of old. And then, look, we'll just have to see how the Marlins season plays out, obviously. And that will be a big question. If they're in it, fully expect them to even push the foot down. Their ownership group has done that in the past. When they were in it in 2023, they went out, added money, made a bunch of trades. I think they would do it again if they're in that spot. If not, maybe it goes the other way. Remains to be seen.
Is there anything that intrigues you the most with this NL East? Like, is somebody who could be surprisingly down, or because that kind of happened a little bit last year? Do you feel like that's possible? I know there's a lot of talk in Philly that there's like a lot of pressure on the big names there. How do you feel like the division is shaping up for this year?
Yeah, well, going before all the injuries to the Braves, if you look at just strictly run differential and bad luck, it seems like the Braves were on the wrong end of so much bad luck last year. And then here they are again, missing 2 of their frontline starters, another player getting suspended for the season. So, it's hard to get like super bullish on the Braves again until I start to see some of their offensive players come back to the way they used to be and then get on the side of good luck. You're right about the Phillies. Wheeler is a big key to get him back. We saw Sanchez extended the other day. Nola looks good. Phillies, to me, probably, of course, along with the Mets, are going to be the favorites to win the division. But you can't. Washington, I think, is done. I mean, Washington seems like they're going through a rebuild again here. But I think any of those 4 teams, including the Marlins, are going to be playing all the way till the end. And I think that the folks who are really upset with the Mets and how they handled their offseason, I think they're going to be wrong. The guy who's running the Mets, David Stearns, he's so much track record in Milwaukee, Brendan, just does things differently. A lot of these GMs don't do it the same way as the others, and I think the Mets will be fine too. So Phillies, Mets, Braves, Marlins, I think all in it till the end.
Yeah. Do you feel like Peter Bendix? Do you feel like, having a couple years? I remember it felt like that first year, the poor guy was doing, explaining, every 3 weeks of how rough it was. Do you feel like he's found, I guess, footing and identity of like what he now wants to do in the organization of just having just a handle on the job?
Yeah, and I think that this offseason, in addition to the young players that they had, let's also not forget, it's been a while, even though they didn't spend $100 million. It's been a while since they signed 4 major league free agents in one offseason. So they did add pieces to what they had for the first time in a while. In the back end of the bullpen, he's got a closer now that he can count on in Fairbanks. He added a left-handed pitcher late in the spring named John King. I think he's going to be fantastic for them out of the bullpen, 7th, 8th, 9th. You can count on him as well. Christopher Morel at first base. And Chris Paddock, who used to be here as well. And I think, they think that they found some stuff, Brendan, with Paddock that nobody knows. They think that they figured out some stuff. They really wanted to sign him in the offseason, and we'll see if that's the case when he starts for them. So long-winded answer, yes, I do think that he's found his footing. What Peter has been really, really good at is grinding this roster, this 40-man roster, and just constantly tweaking and finding these young guys out of nowhere, like Tampa Bay, honestly, in a way that can contribute to the big league team, raising the floor, so to speak. The worst players on your 40-man roster, goodbye, we'll find somebody better. Good, and they're going to do it again this week. I think they're going to do it again this week. I think they're going to add some more stuff before opening day. So, yeah, he definitely seems more comfortable and within every facet, I think, of him operating with his team in the organization.
You guys can catch Craig Mish on the Miami Marlins television broadcast. Craig, what do you guys got coming up for opening day, coverage-wise, when people can tune in and find you, and how much coverage they can get that day?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. We got a 1-hour full pregame show opening day. Craig Minervini hosting, and then Jeff Nelson and me doing the analysts before the game and after the game. And then naturally Kyle Seeloff, Tommy Hutton, and Kelly Sacco on the sideline. That's the big crew that we have. And we'll be previewing the season. My focus a lot will be on everything that happened in the offseason, all the players that they added, why they added them. I'll go into more depth on the TV side. And then here we go, guys. I know for football, Leroy, you say goodbye. For baseball, I say goodbye. It's like this is a tough time. I'm at my son's games. This is the first year I'm going to be missing some games. It's kind of tough, not being there. But baseball is it's a long grind. It's a lot of fun. But I would tell you that the excitement that I had watching the World Baseball Classic, I think that's going to carry over into the regular season. The Marlins, they got a really great opening homestand here. You want to see some wins. I think the Marlins should be getting some wins here early. I love how they open up against the Rockies and White Sox, and then on the road against the Yankees. It's going to be a great couple of weeks to start.
The playoffs were sick. The World Baseball Classic was sick. So I hope the momentum rides in there. Craig, it's great that you're going to be on the broadcast again this year. Nobody better to give you your Marlins information, man. So thank you for giving us some time this morning, and we look forward to Friday.
Thanks for having me, guys. We'll see you during the season.